Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 226. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Matt Zoner.
Hello.
Marc Augustiniak.
Heyo.
Ben Barrett.
What's up?
Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. It's December, boys.
It is.
It's gone to November.
That's there it is. There it goddamn is. How's everybody on this fine December
Great.
day? Yeah, great.
Great.
Blanket statement. No.
Yeah.
I got a blister on my finger, kind
I popped one. Mine's back to almost being a real finger
of.
again.
It's like it's not there, but I can feel it because every time I twist the cap off my water bottle,
It's
like
there?
I put together a bed frame yesterday.
Word. How'd that go?
4 hours.
Ah.
That's how it went.
Nice.
So just making sure everything.
Sounds
was,
like a smooth process.
Yeah. I was missing one screw.
Motherfuckers.
I don't know where I put it, or it didn't come with one.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
I mean, luckily I somehow found one. It wasn't the right one, but I made it work.
Good enough. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, with power tools, you make anything work. So
Yeah,
as,
that's
long,
insane.
as long as it's not held together by like hockey sticks, like Step Brothers, I think you're good.
no, it was just for like the middle, like the big beam in the middle of the frame.
Hockey stick.
I just need
it.
I literally just threw all that shit away. I'm not kidding. Because we got a new bed frame this week. The one we got, they said the
That's
company was delivering it, and they said, "Hey, clear space. We're not responsible for damages to your home or property. They need a clear path from A to B." So I moved everything. There wasn't a single piece of furniture in the way.
Wow.
I broke a light bulb in the process. Me. And the ones on the chandelier upstairs. Motherfuckers show up. The thing's in pieces. He comes and they said specifically where should they go. And I was like, come around the back. It's easier entry. You got wide space. Dude comes to the front door. I was like, hey, you want to pull around back? And he goes, why? It's just in boxes. Little tiny box. It was little tiny boxes like this, like fucking. You could put them in your pocket. And they carried it up in pieces and then put the whole thing together in the room.
See, I thought I was smart by trying to build around my bed. I was like, nah, get the frame first before you get the bed, people. So I had to like somehow. I got the mattress up against the
That
wall.
mattress is a motherfucker.
It's like I think I know what it's like to move a body.
I could sooner move a body than move that fucking mattress.
It just didn't want to do it.
Because I have hardwood floors, so as I'm trying to pick it up, like it's just sliding.
Yeah, like I'm on tiles.
Yeah,
Like, I had to put shoes on.
It's not
just
not a good time. I eventually got it. I had to use all my strength to like lift it up. Once I got it up, it was fine. But then like getting it up against the wall without it sliding.
And like the pants I was
Son of
wearing,
a
like
bitch.
just like bending my legs so much, getting that crease in the jeans behind like your knee was annoying. So I'm just like in like underwear and a shirt, just putting together a bed frame.
Did you learn nothing from It's Always Sunny? You gotta cut down the shorts. You gotta get them nice and up high.
I think I was in like sweatpants. Like I don't know what. It doesn't matter. But
I was just boxer briefs,
picking that
and
thing
a
up.
shirt and a ponytail, and yeah, I was ready.
But yeah, I was dismantling that thing. I had all those screws and I threw them all away.
Yeah, but like the blister reminds me of the kind I get from like fighting games when I like slide across a D-pad with like all my might and hatred.
That good Tony Hawk thumb.
Then you get that.
Oh, yeah.
Then the bubble builds up and you pop it, and then all the pus starts coming. Yeah.
I had one from that light that I put in upstairs. I had one from stripping the wires, and then I fingernail clippered it. And then I've been playing with the raw skin for a week. Now it's back to a real finger. Mostly.
Raw's War.
Raw's War.
I
I heard that. Don't worry, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good though. You got
Yeah,
got bed frame. You got the one you wanted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Dope. Matthew,
Dude, I'm in the purple hoodie.
I see
It
that.
says Ravens on it.
I see that. Is it the
This
Pittsburgh
team.
Ravens?
No, not Pittsburgh. Fuck you.
Washington Ravens?
Matt, you're covered in birds.
The Raven.
I am actually covering all the birds besides my hat that I threw over there.
Sweatpants,
Capital.
t-shirt,
Yep.
hoodie.
Yeah, a little alma mater on my sweatpants there.
The Capitol's a bird, isn't it?
It's an eagle, like the mascot's an eagle. Yeah,
Has wings.
See?
drink Red Bull, that's why. The Ravens, despite how bad they are going to somehow make the playoffs. I know we're 4 weeks away. I get the Jim Moore reference.
Sorry, every time
You're
I hear
good.
playoffs,
No, you're good.
It's gonna happen.
We're 4 weeks out from the close of the season. However, this team's going to make the playoffs because the conference they play in is so bad
Yeah.
that the rest of the teams just are going to fall apart. And we're going to make the playoffs, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend's brother-in-law was telling me because he's heavily invested in watching it. I kind of just gave up just because of the whole them bringing politics in and then people yelling at each other on Facebook, and I was just like, I'm gonna walk away now.
Yeah, if you find a way to ignore all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't even watch the Ravens games. I put on NFL Red Zone and watch football that way,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
see everything. And then when the Ravens come on, I'm like, oh shit, they're winning. Oh shit, they're winning. Oh, here come the Lions. Oh shit, wait, when did all this happen? And here we are, the Ravens. They're going to sneak into the playoffs. Will they do anything when they get in there? Of course not.
No.
But, it's fun to have a January football weekend.
I always forget that when a game is on until I hear neighbors. It's the only way I know. So like today, it was just like you just hear it like through the walls. It's just
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what the?
I just know when the
football.
streets are vacant. I'm like, why is it so empty? Oh.
Yeah, no one's at restaurants.
That too.
Yeah.
That's your chance. That's
Yeah.
your window.
Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Life's full of lies. Ben, how are you?
Tired.
Word?
Yeah, I
You've
saw.
been to some video games. You've been to some concerts. I don't know why I was going to say video games.
I mean this half of the year has just been insane with concerts. Like I've probably been to more than I'd say 15 or 20 just this last half of the year.
Nice.
Like I
What the
saw.
I haven't been to 15 or 20 concerts in the last 5 years.
Dude, I don't, like usually they're spaced out, but for some reason why everybody's just squeezing these tours in. So I saw Dying Fetus Sunday, Thursday I saw Cannibal Corpse, and then Friday I saw Mayhem. So I'm just like,
That's the first time you saw Mayhem?
no. The first
No?
time I saw Mayhem was in Philly, I think last year. They were
I didn't
doing
even know
the
they
same
were
tour.
still touring. I didn't even know
Yeah.
they were still a band. I thought they've all killed themselves at this point.
Well, it's at the point where it's pretty much the album they made in like 92 or 93. It's like the best album
Yeah.
ever. So now they're just doing a tour. Like every other older band out, it's like, well, playing the whole album front to back.
Oh,
You know, and
right.
that's, I mean, it's awesome as fuck.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite album from them, so I'm not complaining. But no, it was cool.
You know Mayhem?
No.
You wanna give Matt
So,
the 101
quick
on Mayhem?
Quick rundown. Shooter or the singer shoots himself in the head, writes a handwritten note, says please excuse the blood, something along that nature. And the rumor, it's not confirmed. The rumor is, I think either the bass player or the drummer came in and saw his remains and took like parts of his skull and made a necklace out of it. Then the other rumor is he took parts of his brains and made like a brain stew out of it and ate it. But it's none of that's confirmed. But I'm
But
gonna
the
go.
fact is that they did take a picture of it.
See, they took a picture of it. It ended up being one of the album covers that was a bootleg, and they didn't officially give him the thumbs up to whoever distributed it. Like if you look it up on Google now, you'll find
Yeah,
it.
it's easy.
It's just like a bootleg. It's like a live album of theirs or whatever.
But the album cover is the dude. Head.
Yeah, shotgun sitting to the right. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
real
Mayhem.
band. Yeah.
Like a forensics photo, or
Nah, this just looks like someone just took a
It
photo.
looks like
I mean,
so
I can look
it was back in the
I can
90s.
look
So
it
like
up
it's like
if you wanna
took a picture of
stomach
it.
Oh,
it.
I'm already. I'm
Yeah, if you want to look it up in
there.
that Bing.
No, I'm Googling that. I'm
so
Googling
somebody was
that.
just like in the same room as them and just like, yeah, let me just.
That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
like they walked in. It was in their studio, right?
I want to say their studio or just like their
just a
shed.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in a room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's left of the band now?
Now it's basically everybody except for that singer.
Is that the same band where the one dude killed the other dude for
Oh, yeah.
not being cool enough because he
There it
wore a
is.
sweater?
Yeah. It was along the lines of that. Are you found already?
At least they, because I use Google, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, at least they stylized it a bit. It's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
a picture
Yeah.
of a dead dude.
But like I said, it's actually a bootleg. And then I think they were just like, fuck
Yeah.
it, whatever, we don't care. Like they're actually a bunch of just like, I mean, they're from Norway. They're part of the whole Norwegian black metal scene, corpse paint and all
Okay.
that. So
Yeah.
Now it's-
yeah.
I don't know why that feels more acceptable to hear this.
Yeah,
now after-
internet. Once I say that, it's like, yeah, it makes a lot more sense now.
Like, oh, right, the Savages. I understand.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I know
Vikings.
you don't like that kind of music, but like you would like I got you the Transylvania pin.
Fuck
Like
yeah, dude.
pretty
See
much
this pin?
when
Look
they
at this pin.
when they perform live, they just wear these like it says I love Transylvania,
But it's got a stake through the heart.
and then
Classic.
yeah, they come out and they're all in these like satanic robes, completely dark, and then like corpse paint. The singer just has blood all over his face, and there's like spooky mist going around and like pictures of like satanic idols.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
I think the part I'd
it's
want to
great.
see is as they're putting it on. Like,
Yeah.
like they're the nice vanity mirror with
Yeah.
all the lights around
hairs
it.
in a
like,
ponytail.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, dude, hold on. And just
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. It was my second time seeing them. A lot of fun.
Mm.
So yeah, now I'm just tired.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Mhm.
Metallica.
Fuck yeah, dude. But yeah, so last time I was here, there was one less console in here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That happened.
And I'm gone for all day.
All day. And that's what happens. Yeah, my brother got one, and then my dad was like, "You want one? Christmas, sup?" And I was like, "I mean, Black Friday, yo."
Shit.
That was kind of how it happened.
Shit.
That thing's pretty fucking cool, though.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It is cool.
I enjoy it. It's still, I've gotten used to the interface a little bit this week, but
It looks a lot more simple than the 360.
yeah, and also
By
not.
simple, like minimalistic. Like remember the first 360 one had the fucking blades.
Oh, the blades, yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was cool. Though.
Yeah, that was cool. And all
It-
that.
Have a custom background.
Yeah, mine was Symphony of the Night. It was the. I know.
Yeah, it's a cool. I'm glad I completed the trifecta.
Yeah, you legit have, well, except for like the $3 million PC, but you legit have everything now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to think though, like, is there anything I can't do now? Because
Play PUBG for about another week.
But another week,
Yeah.
I'm good. But
Yeah.
like most PC things are on everything else anyway, and
Mhm.
my computer's good enough to run the indie stuff if I need to. So like I'm kind of covered for a little while.
Mhm. Yeah, indie stuff's pretty
More or
much
less.
the best stuff on PC.
And all the
right
indie
now,
stuff's
yeah.
coming to Switch anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I feel like as the day like goes on, I just hear more and more games coming to Switch. Like
Yeah,
what's not
every
coming on
week.
Switch now?
Text Adventures.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5.
PUBG.
Give it time.
I'm waiting for
Give
PUBG
it time.
Switch. I'm
Give
waiting
time.
for it.
Yeah. I want a fucking. You talk about Mario 128. I want Mario 120 PUBG style. Remember that demo? The one.
Yeah, well, the Mario's just
the
jumping
GameCube
down.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
These when Mario's jumping on each other.
I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means. But you give it to Ubisoft, maybe they can do something with it. They need an entry point, right?
There's that Wii homebrew game where it's just a 2D Mario game where you just have to try to jump on each other.
That sounds pretty cool.
It was like the biggest like homebrew game on there.
I think that comes stock in most Raspberry Pis, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I think so. It's called.
I'll
I
take
don't
it.
know. Yeah, you get that, and you get the fucking shareware version of Doom.
Love it.
Yeah. Speaking of video games, let's talk about some video games we've been playing. Matt, what'd you get into this week?
I decided that I should maybe not put it to the last minute, and I jumped back into my save in NieR. And
NieR
I picked,
Automata.
yeah.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah. Through situations, it ends up I got it digital, so I'm able to give my copy to Marc, so that way he can get through some of the games, not all of it, before our annual Game of the Year
I forgot how far I am.
content.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I gotta
I
play
picked up my save. I just started the B route.
Yeah.
And where you play as 9S. And the beginning of that, at least for me, was rough. I don't like replaying games, especially right away. It takes me a few years to get back into something like that, and it really felt like I was just replaying it. Besides a cutscene or two that wasn't quite worth it to keep going. But I kept playing. I kept powering through, and I promised Joe that I will complete the game all the way through, all the different endings. All the main ones. Anyway.
Wait, aren't there like 20-something endings?
All the main ones. All
Okay.
the main ones.
Just 5.
Okay. Just 5.
But
Okay.
it's not quite what you think it is. So yeah, I played, and I got to the part where the 9S and 2B separate, and I'm going to talk about how for spoiler reasons, but they separate, and it was at that moment Route B turned into something kind of magical.
Yeah.
And I really, from that point on, I didn't realize how close I was to the end of that route. And I finished it. And I got a little trailer for the sequel that's not a sequel. And I'm happy that I got past that point, because now I think I'm going to enjoy my time with that game a lot more, like I did with Route A, with 2B. Yeah, it's fun. The stuff it had you do after the separation part of it was a lot of fun. It added some new mechanics. It made you use some mechanics that you didn't think you were going to use as much.
It gets challenging too. Like
Yeah, no, it definitely does. Especially
puzzle solving, the like swiftness.
Especially when towards the end boss fight that you see in Route A. No, it's I was quite shocked with how once it changed how into it I was, and you do get some important narrative kind of going forward. There's definitely a scene in there where it's not even a scene; it's more like a document that you kind of like start shaking your head at like, oh man, this game's fucked. This game's real fucked, and I guess routes C and D start taking you through those fucked routes and or those fucked storylines, and I'm still gonna keep playing it. I have the digital version downloading right now, so that way, hopefully, if I get home early enough today, I can play it and keep going.
Dope.
Sweet.
I'm real excited about that game. I did not think I was gonna get excited again about that game, but
I didn't either. I'm glad to hear that you are.
But the last, I would say probably third of that run,
Yeah.
it switched it up more than enough that it got me back happy that I was playing it again.
Well, the thing I'm curious to see when you jump back into C, because that I'm not gonna like just be so doe-eyed and in love with this game to ignore things that are definitely tedious or flawed in ways. But like, yeah, that replaying the same stuff. I told you the other day, like, the first time I completed that game and I jumped back in, I was like, and this was like right around the time Switch came out, so I was like in the midst of Breath of the Wild. I think Mario Kart was on its way or whatever, and I was just like, man, I'm not like. But then going into C, I felt a much more intimate connection with that world because I kind of knew where to go rather than like,
even like I know the character stuff changes. I think even not knowing that it could be going back to 2B or 9S or whatever, like I think I would still be intrigued to keep going because the way once B ends, essentially you get a trailer for the rest of the game, which is kind of cool. And like I don't know, like the stuff in the trailer, like you can tell it's not it has really like narrative wise not as it does, but like the gameplay and stuff, you're not going back through the same game again. So like I said, it's kind of like that DLC expansion or sequel to what you've played already, and that it's exciting to get back into something a little bit different narrative wise.
Yeah, it's just such a weird presentation choice to be like,
you
beat the game and now play it again. Look, but you didn't really beat the game.
Like the opening of B did something really weird.
Yeah,
and that was cool. And then it didn't ignore it, but after that weird opening, it just goes back to
where you were, and you're like,
man, 9S is not as fun to play as 2B, at least
not at first.
At least with like the combat part of it, the moment to moment combat. It's really when the separation and the story happens from Route A that story, not the story, but like the gameplay picks up and it differentiates itself. That makes it worth having to play a Route B, in my opinion. That's my gripe. If there was a way to kind of bridge that gameplay or make it something, it didn't have to be exactly how like that last third is, but if they could somehow bridge the first half to a third of that to either abbreviate it or do a different gameplay mechanic to like get the story in another way, I think I think we wouldn't be.
It's definitely the part that most people have generally been like, that's the low
This
point.
conversation wouldn't have started with me like I needed to jump back in before Game of NieR. It would have been like
6 months ago
I jumped back in
yeah.
knowing I wanted to play it again. So but I'm happy I got through it, and I look forward to playing more NieR next week.
How about that music?
I do enjoy that music, and I think that was the thing that got me back into that world a little bit, because I was hesitant at first. Like, I just knew playing as 9S, it didn't feel as good. You're not quite as powerful as 2B. And I don't know, just running around back in that world again and hearing the music and the stuff that you've talked about on the podcast. I don't feel bad talking about it, but like going from the regular music to the 8-bit to the regular music, like you can start to appreciate that, especially as you get later on. It's really good. It's just a really good game. Like, there's nothing more to say that you haven't said before. Way back when.
No, I'm glad to hear it. It's one of those things where you feel like, oh, okay.
You feel better. You're not sweating anymore.
Yeah,
I teased you earlier.
Yeah. He texted me like, well, B's done. It's like, I'm sweating. What would you think? He's like, you know, we record a podcast, right? And I was like, oh, I need to know.
Oh, snap. Yeah, I actually just texted my brother. I was like, "Hey, you done with that PS4 yet?" But like, I mean, it's my PS4. I bought it, whatever. But he's in the middle. He's in the middle of Buttborn. I can't ruin that for him. You know what I mean? And he's like, "I'm still playing Buttborn," and he's like, "It's hard as fuck." I'm like, "Yeah, it is hard as fuck. Yeah."
Respect.
So I can't ruin that for him. Can't.
That's true.
'Cause that's the best game ever.
That's true.
Yeah.
I fired up NieR a little bit the other night just to. I want to kind of replay or at least like watch more of that game just to like refresh myself before we move into Game of the Year, like to really get the. Because now I'm just talking about like my memories of my memories, and I want it to be fresh and tangible.
Yeah, that's
It's a special.
I remember talking about me taking home that Horizon game tonight.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I ejected it the other night. I deleted all the data from the console.
All right.
I was
telling sign.
I knew. I got what I needed.
That's fair. Yeah, I want to hop into that DLC before
Yeah.
Game of the Year as well.
Give it a sniff.
And then I think that would be the refresher I need to go. Like, you want to replay a little bit NieR to get that refresher.
Yeah.
Because you played NieR at the same time I was playing Horizon for the most part.
Yeah, we've kind of flip-flopped in that regard.
So yeah, I want to get back into that feel. What it's like to be Aloy again.
I'm feeling pretty good about NieR because you're about to dive right into it.
I mean, I already have been,
but you're gonna be back fresh in it. We're gonna move right into our Game of the Year conversations with both y'all, real fresh.
pretty much like
I'm coming in with a different strategy this year. I don't think.
I just want to have fun. I
don't think I'm aiming for a Game of the Year win. I'm aiming for other categories.
That's fair.
Sorry,
Take the Game of the Year.
Dean would just text me. He's like, I'm at the Nightmare of Mensis, and I keep getting frenzied.
That poor
You know,
motherfucker.
He's like, how do I get through that? Sorry, that's what I was just texting him. I'm like, I
go-
know exactly where he is, too.
Did you tell him to go to a room full of nightmares? Right
He's,
after the
oh,
Nightmare
he's about to
Nemesis?
find out.
Yeah.
He's about to find out.
Let me tell you what. I never wanted to not play a game as much as when I entered that room of nightmares.
That was
Because you don't even have to enter it. You walk in, and the way the camera pans to that moment, you just know. And I want to take my time talking about my Bloodborne experience again. And speaking of,
yeah,
I had a little conversation with Sony support. Don't worry, guys. I have a platinum theme. It's installed on my PlayStation. And it's kind of underwhelming.
Oh.
It's just a picture.
Like the cover
of the hunter is like a close-up picture of him with like a white background. Where you kind of
the
see
Bloodborne
the platinum theme.
Yeah.
And you kind of see the outline of Yharnam. What is cool that is kind of near and dear to my heart, the hunter is holding the saw blade, which is the weapon I used.
See, I would have been upset.
Oh,
I think technically that's the best weapon in the game. I remember reading about it.
That's the speedrunner weapon.
No threaded cane, no life.
I used 30 cane and then like
that's what I was using.
Saw cleaver, man.
And the Holy Moonlight Sword.
Oh yeah.
I actually.
Which one's the hammer?
The big fucking
the Kirk hammer?
Yeah, because it can turn into a sword too.
Yeah, sword with it. Yeah,
that's a good
one. I use that majority.
Yeah, I actually started off with the hunter's axe, and then once I got the cleaver, I was like, "Oh fuck! All right, here we go." Anyway, enough of Bloodborne.
Back to NieR. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
No,
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear how how their game wraps up for you.
No, I'm finally feel good because after that ended, I'd even jump in because my day of football was about to start. So, but it feels good, like knowing that the next time I'm playing it, it's something a little bit more refreshing than that rupee.
And I know Mark. You will once the hook, then you're just.
The hook was the demo.
But I know, but like now that like you've got it, and now you
this is like any free time I have is probably just gonna be this, because like I just spent all my free time watching anime.
So
I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Now you get to
I remember. I never watched that one.
You should.
I heard it.
Everything is like Rock Band references for their names.
There was supposed to be a Dreamcast game. I don't know if it ever came out.
There was a PlayStation
US.
game.
Yeah.
It was a fighting game. It was like it was Capcom, so it was basically Street Fighter Alpha. But with those characters. Yeah. Pretty cool.
My word of advice to both of you who are playing that game, I would go head down main story.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was playing it over my friend's house, I avoided all the side quest stuff because I was told that's not important.
I just for time's sake.
Yeah, like I was just speeding through.
And I think enjoyability, just because like once you learn the combat, that's the combat. Like it doesn't really flesh us out a little bit any more.
I found ways to make.
I mean, yeah, and I was like starting to hit different combos just to switch it on myself. But yeah,
did you fuck around with any different pods?
No, not
or, like
really.
changing pod abilities and.
I mean, I did it a tiny bit, but I felt like I was.
It doesn't really change up the. I mean, the
I
core
felt like
experience
once
is still the
that
same.
main like laser beam shot, like the one you start off
Yeah,
with, like I kind of worked that into my regular flow, and I never really changed it.
Spears.
I messed around with different weapons, but I came back to the default one so many times.
I know.
Just upgraded that one.
Unless I don't even think I found all the weapons, or I don't know.
When I reached some castle with like a little baby robot in it,
Mm-hmm.
at that point I was like, oh, I can upgrade.
Oh,
And I didn't upgrade my
yeah.
character at all. Like I just had it
Oh,
all.
yeah, you really don't have
I was like,
to.
I had a lot of money. I was like, let's.
I
get
don't
some
want to
more
dive
blocks
into
here.
it here, but the freaking upgrade system in that game, where it's a fucking RAM chip,
Yeah.
that's
cool.
the coolest thing about that game,
Yeah.
like bar none.
It's-
and then how
yeah.
you fuse the different slots things together to improve the
That's
the
so
equipment,
fucking cool.
and how like you can get a +1 attack, but it might take up less RAM. Like, it's really dumb and cool. And coming off a hacknet not too long ago,
Yeah.
it felt really good.
Yeah,
But no, NieR, enjoyable, definitely.
good. What else you get into this week?
The only other thing I got into, I made that promise to myself that I wanted to play South Park before Game of the Year, and Black Friday it was
42.
It was 42, and then on top of that, I think I accidentally ran into some day one digital sale, or like I bought something day one digital, and it was probably Wolfenstein, honestly.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
And maybe Lord of the Rings.
Probably.
That was fun at first. I got a redemption code for like an extra 20% off PSN purchase. So with the Black Friday sale and the 20% off, I ended up getting South Park for like $29.
Sweet.
Nice.
And hopped in, and man, that game is South Park, and I am enjoying myself. And yeah, all expectations are met. I don't think it exceeds any expectations of mine, but that's not a bad thing.
I started it too, and it's very much the stick of truth 2. This time with superheroes.
But that's fine. Like I'm happy with it.
It is. The only thing is like a lot of the stuff that was so charming and so like making me grin the first time around. I'm still doing it, but I'm also. It's like it doesn't have the same effect, which isn't to its fault. I sound negative on it. I'm not intending to be.
No, that's pretty much like the consensus of the game, where it's like it's a lot of the same in terms of like you get to know the town and those little details.
Yeah.
And it's nice experiencing that, but at the same time,
But like even
it's
the
just
TV commercials are still the same. Like you still hear like, if you love Chim Pokemon, you'll love Wild Wacky Action Bike, and it's like it's the same stuff that was in the first one that's been in the show forever. But
It's effective still, though.
It is, and I think what's really impressive is I think this game had to have been built from the ground up, because the first game was Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
This was a proprietary Ubisoft studio. Proprietary, that's not the right word.
Stick of
but-
Truth was
First party.
Obsidian?
Yeah.
Or like
Damn.
a Ubisoft
That's
owned
It
studio.
was it was originally published by THQ. Obsidian developed. THQ went under. Ubi bought the publishing rights from THQ. They published it, but Obsidian still wrapped up the development, and then this one was done in-house at UB LA or something like
I
that.
don't remember the exact one.
Somewhere over there, somewhere in California. But yeah, like the fact that they were able to replicate that game like as well as they did, I think is impressive. But
And that game flushes out some more systems too. Like the combat is not the turn-based one-on-one. Like there's an actual grid now, so like your movement's involved, and there's some interesting mechanics with the like pushbacks and pulls and
is there any other game you can kind of like equate that to? Like it's kind of like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I mean,
Advance Wars like that. It's grid-based attacks. It's not quite as.
it's not.
I
It
guess
like
just any kind of like tactics game.
I mean, think of like compare the first games of a Final Fantasy 6 or 7 or something like that. Like think of like how it's like you got your rogue characters and then their rogue characters, and
Actually,
you go like that. This time around is more grid based, so think like a Tactics or a Fire Emblem, and once again, like the South Park game is not nearly as fleshed out as those systems are, but like the core mechanics and systems.
But there's a lot in this game. Like the ability to like fart in your hand and throw it at somebody's face from far away. Like you fart in your hand, throw it at their face, and then punch them as you walk up to them. You start the battle
with a combat advantage.
With a combat advantage, not only because you're starting first, but also they're now sick because they have fart in their face. So at the end of each turn, they vomit. Right, they're disgusted or grossed out, and they vomit.
Which is taught by Randy.
Right. This you just kind of know it because you knew it in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you can stun them with firecrackers.
Yeah.
Like there's it's dumb, but it's effective.
There's
and
good
great.
depth to it, and it like there's character subtleties. Like South Park, in recent years, it's funny because like those. I feel like I was raised more by Matt Stone and Trey Parker than I was anything else in my life. Like so much of my DNA and like who I am and what I think and believe and whatever is all influenced by them.
Mm-hmm.
And the older I get, the older they get. And the older I get, the less I give a shit about anything. And the older they get, they're sort of not caring, but also caring. So, like, later seasons have been really, like, I just tune out. Like, I still watch every week, but I'm like...
Yeah, they're like, there's a few that stand out, but not too
like,
many.
this season has been at its best when it stopped commenting on politics and whatever. It was just, like, when it was just a break from that shit. And this, I was, like... There's still like so many character things that are so good. Like when Craig is in a battle, one of his moves is to give the finger to somebody on the other team, and it enrages them. And it's like it's such a Craig fucking thing. Yeah, it's his aggro attack, and he's just like fuck you. Just like it's so good.
And then Jimmy, he's like the Flash, right? As his character. So when you start learning the fast travel, like how you start getting to all the points, like he's the one in charge of taking you. So you'll cut in.
That's funny because he used to be Timmy.
Oh yeah.
And then he'll like carry you and take you to the fast thing, and it's like fast. And then like he gets there and he does this. I got you here. I got you here very fast. I got you very fast. And then
Speedy.
And then instead of hitting zooming away, he freaking hobbles away in game, and then you just walk right by him.
It's pretty good.
And like the first you kind of get like a power level based on was it utilities? Is that what they're called? No, artifacts. Sorry, you get different artifacts, and like it is stupid shit. It's like I don't know. It's like an album, like Randy's album or something. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It's just stupid stuff, and they give you different abilities and different boosts. Like your disgust might last a turn longer, or it's something like that. The first one to introduce the mechanic, Cartman gives to you, and it's a fucking fidget spinner. And as soon as that happened, I was, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in
You
full
get
blown.
plus 15 to your attack because you give a fidget spinner.
Yeah, he's like this fidget spinner. Like Cartman, as the coon is going up, like this fidget spinner, like it's great. Like yeah.
There's also a pooping mechanic mini game.
Yeah, so you guys said about the Tony Hawk like joystick thumb.
Yeah.
No, I say South Park takes the cake.
This one does. I
the
already.
Shit thumb.
Yeah, my one of my DualShock 4s was like on its way out. By the end of this fucking game, if I keep doing all these toilet mini games, it's dumb.
It's the first thing the game makes you do too.
The very first thing, you are pooping. The first thing in the game, which it's dumb, but the actual mini game part of it, like the video game side of it, where you're using a controller to poop, is fucking challenging and makes your brain think. And it's the controller equivalent of patting your right head and rubbing your stomach, but even more so because you are, depending on how powerful or how
the difficulty
of
level
the
of the
toilet.
level. Or the toilet, yeah.
You have to do different things. So it might be something like you have to always
rotate the right thumbstick
to build up your
clockwise.
Farts. You build up your fart meter, and then you to start pushing. You have to pull R2, pull R2 and triangle while moving the left stick left and right. Okay, great. You got the first level pushed out.
Let's gas back up.
Now you got more farts built up. So now you're getting ready to push again. But this time, you need to go up and down on the left stick. You need to go left and right on the right stick and alternate between
L2 and R2.
L2 and R2. Yeah. And it's just weird combinations that break your... Yeah, it doesn't... Okay. Doesn't feel good at all.
And the fact that we're explaining his mechanic just for shitting or he's taking up some time in his podcast,
right?
It goes into talks about the depth that they put into the shitting mechanic
really,
in
and
this game.
I've not done one that was identical yet. I think I've shit in at least 15 toilets at this point, maybe.
And that's the thing. So, like, there is an actual like experience and level, and as you level up your character, you get more of those artifact slots. So, like, right away you get a boost based on the artifacts you have. And one of the thing, like, is defeat like 10 raisin girls or defeat 10 sixth graders, and every time you do that, you get like experience points.
Yeah.
Same thing with shitting in the toilets. If you shit in, like, let's say 10 toilets, you get 30 experience points. Like.
And there's different tiers.
Yep.
You need to shit in so many.
And it's like shitter. Was like toilet masteries? Like it was
Yeah,
the last.
it's fucking.
Has anybody been in Kenny's toilet?
Not yet.
I can't get in. You can't get in yet.
I'm trying to figure out how
It's later in
tough
the
his is.
game.
If what?
I'm trying to figure out how tough his might be.
It's.
Just because it's like
I've ran
it's
into
where he
his
lives.
dad wandering around. What the fuck's the town? What's the town?
Park?
Yeah, where he lives
Oh,
in now.
Shitty Pa.
Oh yeah, shitty.
Like
Shitty
Sopo Soda, whatever.
Yeah,
soda,
yeah.
soda, sopa.
Yeah.
And that's cool too. So like from where the last one was, and kind of like the new one kind of picks up like right after that, for a little bit down the road. But it's going to end up introducing the new characters where like Soda Sopa is now part of the game as opposed to last time. And
PC
I haven't ran
Principal.
into PC Principal yet, but I know PC Principal is part of the game. I've seen in trailers, so yeah, I'm excited to see some of the new characters as well and how they fit into the story.
Yeah. It's.
And that's my one gripe about this game, the story. The overarching joke of the story, not quite as good as the first one, where the government was building a Taco Bell, and that's why the Area 51 in that game was closed off.
Right.
I don't have that joke yet. Your main objective in this game is to find a cat so you can get a $100 reward to start up your superhero franchise with your friends, because Netflix buys all the properties.
Right.
And that's the other thing. Episode 4 of this season sets up as a prequel for the game.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll get all the context that you need
Yeah. If you don't watch it, you don't need.
for the game, but it is nice to have that backstory as to how,
That's what
like,
we did
why
before.
you have the Freedom Pals and Coonan Gang or Coonan Friends.
Yeah.
So, no, it was a nice little episode, and fucking Mark Zuckerberg, I will block you.
What's your story?
Did you read that thing that he's apparently meeting with, like, he's got special PR people now to teach him how to be less robotic after a series of internet memes?
Who,
hell?
Marky?
Yeah.
Marky?
How can you block me? You can't.
Can you just remember what his life like as a kid and just try to emulate that?
What's your story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Park, good time.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, like, the Stick of Truth had no business being as good as it was.
Yeah.
And that's what led to it being such a huge hit for South Park and that franchise. I think this one, we had the expectation of it's supposed to be good.
Right.
And it is good. Like, I don't think it does anything to further itself than A Stick of Truth. It's
Yeah,
just
nothing about this
a
has been like.
sequel to a good game that happens to be good, maybe slightly better because of the added mechanics. And
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
It's more this, and like when I finished that game, I said I want another one with the superheroes, and that's what this is. So I literally got what I wanted. It's good.
Yeah, like I know you sound just a tiny bit condescending, but like we're both, I think, extremely happy with it.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't want anything else. I just also.
I don't think I'm talking this game of the year like I thought I would have been last year this time when it got delayed.
Right.
But it does its thing very well, and I'm going to keep playing it.
I think my thing is with South Park, generally speaking, as a property. Like I said, I've grown a little bit tired of it just because of where it's kind of gone. Like,
Yeah.
Some things just feel stagnant over time.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
But you still have like that love
Connection,
for it.
right,
Was
yeah.
it called
The love
PewDiePie was in an episode? Is that why?
no, that was
Did
a
you drop the N-bomb in that one too?
Oh, no.
Twice? No?
No, the kids do that enough.
No, it just I don't know. Like it got to the point where like, you know, just because you can react to something so quickly doesn't mean you should react to something so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think that's part of it too, where like my kind of disassociation with the show, and again, like I'm still up with it. I just like it used to be a fucking event. Like you remember back in high school,
Yeah.
like I would like if you're at my house Wednesday night, shut the fuck up. Like that was it was the thing. And I just slowly like still watch it, but I'm like, it's on. I gotta watch it. I'm clocking in, right? But so this, I'm like, it is more the same. I just don't know that I even want more South Park, if that makes sense. Like I do and I don't, you know.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it.
I'm not like you, where I would say if I've seen half of the South Park episodes, I'd be kind of shocked. But I've seen most of the key ones, most of the more, probably a lot of the more popular ones, and like I don't know, I get like most of the references in this game, and like I'm having a great time with it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really good South Park game.
I want a fighting game is when they're the ninjas.
Oh my God,
I was thinking that. I was like, where can you go next after this? And either Pokemon,
go full,
or straight up anime fighting game, and
Yeah.
come out the same day as Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
That's pretty good. Oh my God. What's your we'll close on South Park with, what's your weakness? Because you have to fill out your character sheet, otherwise you can't be a real superhero. So you choose, your whatever. So you have to choose your kryptonite. What's your kryptonite?
The crab people.
Crappy. Okay, you went crab people. I went similar old people. I don't like old.
That's just
people.
real life too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
And the backstory.
and it's funny because I even like in the game I was wandering through South Park and I walked by the retirement home. I was like, oh fuck, I cannot go anywhere near there now that I've made that choice.
I was I don't know, when I saw the list, I saw crab people. I was like, oh, I hated Mirelurks in Fallout 4, so let's there we go.
Yep.
And they are creepy in fucking South Park. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like crab tastes like people.
Just remember, your dad fucked your mom.
Oh my God. Yeah. That was good. Good stuff. Mark, what'd you get up to?
Not too much. So I tried. I remember we were talking about like very little, but briefly about like a Sonic like runner that just came out recently for like phones. It's supposed to tie in with Sonic Forces or whatever.
Oh right.
I tried
you're
it.
now getting Temple Run?
Well, here's the thing. It's not even that. Like, this is online only
Ew.
against other like real people that you're going up against, and it's like Mario Kart-esque, where like you get power-ups and items, and you have to like hit other people to try to make it in first. And
You got me.
Really?
I was.
I know. I'm in too.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it.
Does it happen?
I don't
No,
know
it's not
about
good.
it.
Does
but
it happen twice a day, 3:30 and 9:30? Because I'm in.
It's just
No,
not
I
good.
was like falling off, and then this sounds more. I literally thought it was just Temple Run or another.
I mean, it is like an auto runner, but like you just have to swipe and swipe.
What's it
forward
called?
to
I'm gonna
jump.
look it up.
Kill me, please.
Just kill me, please.
Sounds
All right, Sonic.
I mean, you can just leave with Sonic Forces. I'm
Sonic
sure it'll pop
R2.
up.
I looked up Sonic and McDonald's pops up.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
Not
the
yours?
restaurant comes before the game. Man, not Sonic Dash.
No, I really forget the name.
Sonic Dash 2. No.
Yeah, but
I mean,
no.
because of that, I want it more like offline linear
Speed battle.
stuff. Probably that. And so it wasn't what I was looking for, so I deleted it. I was like, all right, well.
Oh, really?
And then
So does it play
Wait, what's
like
it
a
called?
runner
I'm
game,
sorry.
but you just
it plays like a runner, sort of. It's just you just gotta know when to swipe to avoid obstacles, and you get like dumb little power ups to attack other people to try to get ahead of them, and then they level up. You unlock clothing items and customization.
because so far that
options
just
for
sounds
them.
sounds really dope. But I mean, it could still suck because you don't sound very happy about it.
I don't like strictly online games.
Yeah.
A lot. It's not my thing. I mean, unless like at least for a game like that, I don't see why it really needs to be. It should be more of an option
Yeah,
because I feel like an offline version would be perfectly okay.
Yeah.
maybe against bots or even like a time attack, or even if there's even like a story.
Yeah.
It looks nice, art design
I was about to say
wise.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, his running's like slow though.
Fuck it.
I mean, I guess you speed up over time. But
I do see in-app purchases.
Yeah, what can you get?
you
What
get
kind of stuff?
you get a currency called red rings.
Oh, I can buy the bag for $4.99. You want to buy the bag? Give me $5.
Yeah, the red rings are just your currency to buy stuff and level up your
That
character.
is stupid.
faster
It's
if you
online
want.
only.
Does leveling up affect your ability to win?
I assume so, or else what's the point?
Cosmetics.
But like,
Yeah,
why-
is it
but-
cosmetic only? Because I'm fine with like.
I
paying
mean,
money
I
for
mean, like,
cosmetic
I mean, like
stuff.
buying clothing is probably cosmetic only, but your character can like get different abilities when you level up.
Fucking my furs.
So like you get
Okay.
silver, you get silver right away, and then he gets up to level 2 before Sonic does for some reason, and you get like some like psychic ability that you can use. I'm sure there's like a cooldown rate and stuff too. I don't know.
Please enter your age.
69.
I don't know we're the same age.
Aren't we all?
That's weird though. I didn't even hear this game.
I remember it
coming
came
out.
out. I just didn't. How do you? Oh my god, you can't. All right, sorry. This tutorial is garbage.
Oh god! All
Like,
right, I'm swiping.
like
up.
I don't know how to play one of these fucking games, and they're gonna walk you through the whole.
I feel like if you put in 2 digits for your age, you should skip the tutorial.
Oh, it doesn't let me put in a third digit. Fuck you.
What were you gonna put?
420.
Oh yeah. God. What does my age have to do with this?
What's
by
my
the way?
age again? You know.
Oh yeah.
Probably because of Rouge.
Mm.
It's the only reason I can think of. So I went from that because like I don't know, I just wanted like a mobile game to play. Cause after I made my bed and everything, I didn't feel like leaving it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fair.
I was like, and like all my stuff's unhooked. I just didn't feel like moving. So I was like, what else can I play on here? I haven't really played a lot of phone games. And I got Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that
I've
is my
heard of that
jam.
game. I've heard of that game.
It was $5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
worth
that's
every
good.
penny.
I don't know how many times I restarted, but it like it ramped up pretty quickly on
Mhm.
how many options pop up,
Yeah,
and I got overwhelmed by that,
yeah.
and then I just stopped caring after like 3 hours.
Stop caring, like stop playing.
Yeah,
or-
like the game, like I'm just done. Like I get it. I get what the game is. I don't agree with how you should make a good game, and I don't agree with how like, oh, we don't want the same thing twice in a row. Like
Yeah.
fuck you. If it did successful the first time, you make another one.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, 'cause it came out a while ago, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
but it's the different sliders. Like that was cool to try to make it, but like all the money going is like trying to build an engine. And you just like want shit to work, and I don't know. I mean, it was creative on like how random the genres you get and what you
Yeah.
try to make. Like, do you get more than just 5 game genres like RPG, simulation, action, adventure?
I thought
Because I mean, fighting wasn't there.
Uh,
I thought
Strategy was there.
you played on PC though. There might be limitations on the mobile version. I can't remember now.
Are you playing mobile?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you
Yeah,
played
yeah,
mobile.
yeah.
I don't know. It was just, it's cool in concept, but like I got overwhelmed with all the options so fast that like I felt like I was supposed to be like on top of my shit with like a butt ton of
Wait,
money
are you
already
playing
from
the
beginning.
Kairosoft one or no?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's the one you're playing. I'm thinking of the
yeah.
yeah. Never mind.
No,
All
the
right.
car stuff. That was the one I played. Like when I used to deliver, it's a game for when you're stuck. Like I don't think it's something you should sit down and play. Like, all right, let me enjoy this beginning to end. But it's one of those things where like if you're at the DMV, it's fucking great. When I used to deliver
yeah.
pizzas and we'd have like a slow night, fucking great. Because you're sitting, you're not doing anything anyway. You've got nowhere to go. You're trapped. You have to be somewhere that you don't like. Next time you go to a funeral or like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but see, but like that's the kind of games I don't want.
it's
So I'm trying to find like a game that I can just enjoy in like a sitting, you know, like
I got one for you.
even if it's a port, I guess,
Hey, Phantasy Star 2's on there. Why don't you just pick...
because it hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
It's
I
enjoyable,
know.
but it hurts.
I know.
It's bittersweet.
I mine's for different reasons.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hidden Folks. I
Who?
tried Hidden Folks.
I saw that on there, and I just
Yeah.
thought that was like a Where's Waldo game.
It is, but it's a good one of those.
Like,
Where's Waldo book good?
Yeah. No,
what's wrong with Waldo?
Yeah, I know.
I started playing it this week, and it's fucking cool. It's this like black and white point and click hide and seek. Where's Waldo? But it's got cute little levels and little surprises kind of hidden in there. It's a good thing to kind of like. You can do it as passively as you want to, or just get lost in it for a while.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I did see at least those
I liked it.
screenshots.
I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but it was.
$3.99.
I don't know what I paid for it.
I'm not paying $3.99 for that. I can
Fuck
do that
that.
right now. I'll rather play some Sonic.
And it's funny because like
I thought I'd never say that in my lifetime.
in the middle of playing game dev, they send like a little like letter personally from the developers like thanking you for like buying the game and like playing it and stuff, and they're like, let us know how you think, whatever, because like this is actually our first game. I'm like, yeah, well, that explains a lot.
Hold up, wait. Is this the one you're playing?
Yeah.
Hold, please.
Oh, wait.
Wait, yeah.
All right,
Wait,
that
what's the
changes
one he was
everything we've been
playing?
saying. I thought he was playing the Kairosoft
wait,
one.
Game Story. That's
Oh, shit.
or shit.
Game Dev Story. That's it.
Game Dev Story.
You
That's
playing
the
Game Dev
Kairosoft.
Tycoon?
Yeah,
He's
I'll
actually
play
playing the
Tycoon.
legitimate one that's on Steam, but he's playing it mobile. I don't know the limitations of that game.
Apparently, people are saying that has more features, like newer ones, than the PC one.
This is the one.
Is that the one I should be playing?
This one's dope.
That one, I like the icon already.
That's what I thought you were playing.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other one.
This one's just dumb and stupid.
Because I was about to
and,
say, you get all the genres in the world on that one. And you get like bonus points for matching.
Oh.
and this one you
weird
put it out
ones at
on.
work.
You're putting it out on this. Like all the names are really stupid.
I started with a PC and a Commodore 64, but it was like Game of War 64.
Yeah, I mean this has
whatever.
similar things to it. I don't know which came first, but this was just always dumb to me. Like I made fucking Penis Adventure 2 on the non-Nintendo.
My first run to that game, I had a game franchise called Twilight. They were a visual romance novel or visual romance games.
See, because whenever you in the one I was playing, you get 3 types of games to choose from, and it's always random. So there's like fantasy or like medieval or like spelling or music. There's all these weird ones. One was like, it was like a altered past type thing. And it was like a dude with a gun riding a dinosaur. So I just made like Dino Raiders, and it was like an action game. People like that. And then my RPG was Forever Fantasy, and that was doing pretty good.
I like that.
My company was Trademark, of course.
Yeah, of course. Perfect. That's a really good.
So,
company
but I
name.
feel like the one you just showed me is the one I should be playing.
That's a good one too.
I'm looking at the one you're playing, and like it conceptually looks really similar. It's just it has a little too much polish for my taste.
It's very like it's.
I don't know. So now that I know you're talking about that one, I actually really like the engine mechanic in that game.
I like the engine mechanic, but I don't like the feedback people give.
Oh yeah.
Due to the games you make, because it's like, oh, we don't like when this developer releases or the publisher releases the same kind of game like so soon.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, it worked. You gave me like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we upgraded with the graphics engine 3.
Yeah, and then it's like it's cool. Like you can make your own custom engines for what kind of game you want to make, and with research you can get like like the marketing demographic you want to reach, the rating that you want to give it, stuff like that. Like it's cool, but I don't know. Just like I feel like everything was just coming at me so fast, so quickly. I was like, I'm not acclimated yet. Like, dude, like just give me some time.
Calm down.
The NES just came out. What do you want from me?
Yeah. I would check out. Damn it! I already forgot. I had a really good suggestion for you on mobile, and now it's totally gone.
Those game dev stories, I think they're like $2.99 usually. They have that company is blowing up, and they've done a lot.
Yeah,
like
Kairosoft,
racing sims, casino sims, hotels. Like they've done everything. But that game dev one I think was their first, and not one of the first. And
I think I do remember that now.
That one's really good.
It's really good.
Looking back.
Do you ever do Monument Valley or Monument Valley 2?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Monument Valley 2 just came out this year.
Is that the
and
artsy looking one? That's like an isometric view.
Oh
Yeah, I thought about doing that.
You would like that. I think you'd fall in love with the characters of that too.
Okay, I'll probably try that next.
They're
So
really
either
good.
that or like those Square Go games.
Yep. That was the literal next thing I was about to say.
Because I was thinking about trying a Hitman one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The
Tomb
Oh,
Raider
you
one.
should look at the. I don't know if they're still doing it. Or no, it was actually this time last year. I think it was right after Christmas. The App Store did like bundles.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the Go games were like $5. You might, if you don't want to hop into that right away or can wait, see if that pops up again because I got all 3 of them.
I'm sure it's like a holiday thing coming up or something.
I'm not sure how you feel about Tomb Raider Deus Ex, but that's something that
I've hardly played
tickles
Tomb
your
Raider,
fancy.
but I wouldn't mind trying it.
So the Hitman Go, Lara Croft Go, and Deus Ex Go are $5 a piece, or $9.99 for the trilogy.
Right
Maybe
on.
that's what
That's
I
not
did.
bad.
Basically
Like,
getting one free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably try that.
No, I really like the Go games. I didn't dive into them much. I just don't play mobile games much. That's just my
Me
thing,
neither.
but-
And like I don't know. I just wanted to find like a game.
But the Go games, when I actually did sit down and play some of them, they're a lot of fun. I spent the most time playing Tomb Raider. That Tomb Raider looks really pretty.
So from there, today, I'm not sure if you guys got the video in the group chat.
I did.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so confused.
Yep.
That's from a game that I'm playing on my phone.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's
It's like Simulacra.
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 It's by the same people who made Sarah is Missing.
I'm about to say it's got a very Sarah's Missing
shit.
vibe to it.
All right, here we go.
This is
I'm
like,
looking.
This is like their higher budget, polished version of Sarah is Missing, and it's definitely more fleshed out. Main character still has herself as her wallpaper. That's
Sure.
a little narcissistic for me, but whatever works.
You don't have one of
Any
those?
any
Mine currently is a
Oh, okay.
Doki Doki. So
is it dumb jump scares again in this game or
there are, but it's not as frequent. The calls try to scare you with the noise that it makes when people call you, but besides that, it's not as
I'm seeing like the trailer kind of flesh out in front of me.
It's a slow build up to the creepiness. I haven't run into too much of it yet. It's a lot of just like people trying to contact you and you're like, hey, this isn't her. I'm this dude, and like trying to get into her information.
Oh damn, you play Tinder in this game? Oh fuck.
Yeah, there's a guy on there. There's a guy on there that you matched with who was like trying to help you out too.
Danny?
Could you tell him Taylor?
Oh, it's Danny's just the screenshot there.
Yeah.
Oh, because I think there are people that you can try to match with, and
Nice.
I did not do that. But the messages that she was getting on there is a little
Promiscuous?
a little bit. One of them was like,
Salute.
one of them straight
Okay.
up. Seriously, one of them straight up said, "If you sit on my face, I would eat my way to your heart."
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's Tinder.
I was
in
like,
a
"That's
nutshell.
not what you say to a girl."
Buying now.
At least when you just met, or maybe you do. I don't know.
I mean, human
Sound
race
you
is
all.
filled with fucking dirtbags.
Reddit
So.
/r/Tinder. You're welcome.
Oof.
Yeah, but like it's cool because like there's different like vlog videos that she has. Like, she has like a vlog that she uses, and you can see like updates about her. Like you can see how everything kind of like went down before she went missing.
Yeah.
And then like the part I got to was like there was like she has like a Tumblr like page, and
Yeah, she does.
I saw
Yes, she does.
I saw that like within it she made a status, and I don't know how she did with a picture of herself that's from like her house, but I have her phone. And
spooky.
And I was logged into her account.
I like
I
those
had to go through like a 3-step security thing to get the password to like really get in here. And I was like, what the fuck? And everybody's like, dude, she's okay. I'm like, she's not okay. I have her account. How is she able to do this? And then like things started getting weird.
I like that. I'm gonna have to play. I couldn't finish Sarah's Missing because I started when I was still in Jersey, living by myself. All wooden floors, paper thin walls. 11:30 at night. I'm like, I want to so bad, but I know if I do it, I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
This game was like, use headphones.
Oh yeah, you
turn up the
you
volume.
son of a- I know where that's going. I know where that's going.
Yeah, that's the cheap ass jump
Yeah.
scares. Yep.
Yeah.
Sarah's missing. That was not long at all.
I was just spooked
Yeah,
from it.
it's
That's
short.
why. Yeah.
Yes.
It's short.
30,
It's
40 minutes?
That game is
Me and
creepy.
Nick
I
played
think
90%.
more so in your mind than the actual
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Because it's short lived.
Yeah.
By the time you think it's going to get really creepy, it's actually not that creepy. Like it's not going to go down the route you think it's going to go down. And then once you see this one video, you notice a lot of clips are familiar. Like that's from other YouTube videos.
It's not going to give it the good old okie doke, if you know what I'm
Son of a bitch.
saying.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
yeah. It's not going to be on that level. But so that's pretty much me.
Well, mobile
Nice.
trip. I like that.
Yeah, not bad.
It's pretty
I
good.
like, before we jump to Ben, I just want to say I liked it. For 2 weeks, no one's been over there. And now,
Yeah, I heard it.
the fucking hour that we need to sit down and record, he wants to come over and grind shit up. Ugh.
These guys tools in the shed out back.
He is a tool shed, you know? That's what I say. That's what I fucking say. Benjamin,
Yeah.
what did you get into this week?
So I don't know if you guys remember from when I was here last time, but I talked
That
about.
was so long ago.
I know it was like a month and a half
Yeah.
ago. I was talking about buying a new monitor on
Oh,
Black
I
Friday.
heard
Yeah.
about monitors.
So legit, Monday, someone had posted, "Hey, Best Buy is having the same deal for this week for $50 cheaper." So instantly clicked the buy button.
Yeah.
And what'd you get?
I got the Dell S something 27-inch G-Sync monitor. It goes for like 500 something. I got it for 350.
Dude, you got a Dell.
Dude, oh my god! So
What's G-Sync?
G-Sync, you know what screen tearing is?
Sure.
G-Sync removes it completely,
Nice.
but you have to have an NVIDIA card.
Oh,
G-Sync,
got it.
it's proprietary to
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
All right.
But it allows you to
ATI
take
has
off-
FreeSync.
Doesn't it allow to take you off the VSync option within
Oh,
the
yeah,
game to
VSync-
boost your fucking
VSync
frame
can
rate
go
out
fuck
the...
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Fucking frames out the
Yeah.
asshole, bitches.
Yeah,
All right,
music,
all
music
right.
was always something that's like, oh, this sounds good. And then you do it, and you're like, why did I do this?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had so many horror stories about VSync because I was talking to Aka because he has the same exact monitor,
Yeah.
and I was like, so do I have to? Because I had no clue. I was like, do I have to leave on VSync? He's like, no,
No.
get that bleep shit out of there, dude. He's like, no, you're done.
Bump those frames all the way.
So of course, the
Nugs.
very first game
Yeah.
I played,
Doom.
yes,
Dude.
Yes. 2016 Game of the Year. Rightful.
oh boy, dude.
How you like Doom?
I played it before on a 60 hertz monitor,
Yeah.
and it was still Satan rules, Screaming
Yeah.
Slayer lyrics. Now it's like, you remember that commercial in the 90s? I can't remember if it was a commercial. It was the one company that sold like CDs and tapes, and it has the guy sitting on the couch.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, it's just blown.
Yeah.
That was me. Dude, I swear to God.
Just a
Doom.
living
I thought your
Surge
hair looked
commercial?
a little bit more
Yeah, my
frazzled
hair is a
today.
lot more frazzled. Like Doom on max settings at 144 megahertz G-Sync. It is glorious.
Yeah, I'm coming up.
27 inch, please. Oh my God. And then like I just sitting there, I was playing it, and then when you get in the battles and it's like and you're just like
That fucking
God,
soundtrack.
man. Oh my God, it's so good.
Were you like, I'm also thinking it's like equivalent to that scene in 2001: A Space Odyssey when you're going through space so fast it's just lights and you're just
That's pretty much
in
it.
between it and
It's just blind. It's just
yeah.
demons.
You see an older version of yourself in front of you and a baby in space.
It is so goddamn good. And
Yeah.
it's just, it is, like at first when I booted it up, for some reason why it just wasn't, it still had my old settings. So when I started, I'm like, did I just spend fucking so much money on a new monitor and nothing's happening? So I restarted my computer, then I rebooted it. I'm like, all right, I just had to restart it. It's all good in the hood. So then just going from that to that, it's just like, I'm not ever exaggerating. It's like jumping a console generation in terms of
Really?
of how fucking, just the frame rate, 144 megahertz,
Yeah.
max settings, like, it is such a big fucking difference. And it's so much, God, I love it. It's such a good fucking game. So, yeah, been playing that. Dope. I finished up a day in the park. Remember I was telling you guys about that game? It was very
How
short.
was that at 144 megahertz?
I told you.
It's more than a
But
day
no,
in
that
the
game,
park.
it was cool. I mean, like, after the part that I was telling you guys about, when the duck kills its, like, baby duck or whatever.
Yeah.
The game only lasts maybe, like, 20, not even 20, maybe 10 to 15 minutes after that.
Oh, wow.
Cool ending, whatever. But then it comes with if you buy the director's cut, which is $1.
Yeah.
So you get, like, the game they made before it. And it's even shorter, and it was made during, like, a game jam. Kind of wish they took that idea instead. Because
Oh.
this game, it's like the same exact thing, point and click, very lo-fi, like FMV style, digitized, whatever. But you play as a drug addict, and like you just gotta you just wake up, like your friend just allows you to live in her like shed, and she's like, all right, wake, and I gotta get your shit together, and then you have to meet some guy because he has a package for you, and then it's not a horror game, it's more of like a little thriller type game. And that lasts maybe like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
But I was playing that, and I'm like, this is why did they stop doing this? This is fucking amazing. Like,
did it have a name for that
there's
one?
a name, but I forgot what the fuck
Yeah.
it is. It's some weird ass name. I have to type it out on my phone because I remember. Well, mind you, after doing all this, I'm drunk because this is after Mayhem.
Well, yeah, you said you were going to buy drugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's only
So,
one
no.
way to do that.
It was after Mayhem, and like I got home. It was Friday night, and it was like 11:30 at night, and I'm like, I'm not going to fucking bed at 11:30 on Friday, so I'm playing games. And then I'm getting boozed up, getting a little sauced, and then I play this game, Doki Doki Fuck Club.
Yeah.
Yes!
Straight
Yes!
up. Are we? So we've all played it.
We're all there.
We all played it. Okay, let's not. I thought it kind of ended when it
Yep.
ended, but
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Nope.
Because Mark was saying
Yep.
like, no, you gotta keep
Glad
going.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't
you
want
gotta
to spoil
keep-
anything, but I had to say something.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep going till you can't
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Because okay, who do we all try to fuck here? I try to fuck Yuri.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
fuck you.
Okay,
Alright.
so because of the, are we talking about part 2 and 1?
No, very
No,
good.
very
starting
beginning,
up
just from
first
the
time.
start.
Okay, well, mind you, I was using the guide.
Okay.
So I was
okay,
trying to do a certain
were.
order.
Okay.
So I was trying to do Sayori first because of best friend, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I went to Yuri
Okay.
after that.
So it's like the canon way going from Sayori to
There
Yuri?
is no. That's
No.
the. I was bamboozled. There was no.
Okay. He got me. Okay.
That guide was a fake.
But
How-
when you go with your heart,
Straight up Yuri.
Yuri's
Yeah,
there,
like
yeah.
why would I pick any of these other fucking girls?
Yeah.
The one girl was always in a bad dude. He was like,
yeah.
I left that in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Thank you for the cupcakes, but fuck you.
Yeah, seriously, go fuck yourself. But how hard is that game to play? Like I'm
Like,
sitting there.
emotionally, or
No, just like okay, I guess it's my first visual novel. I can't do it.
No, you're right.
Can't do-
'Cause you're like going into that game.
oh, she's a
You're
slow
the-
burn. She's a slow burn.
You were the target
Yeah.
audience, by the way.
Okay,
When
Yeah.
the guy made
I'm
this,
supposed to
he
hate
wanted to
it.
get people who don't normally play
Okay.
these games.
Because I don't think I've played one. I can't think of another one I've played.
Closest thing I played was the nonary games. And that's
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of is, but it.
Danganronpa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
But this one strictly you hit spacebar until you have the occasional thing to click, and then you have like when you're writing the poem, and then you select the words.
I think I laid my fingers on the return key, and
Oh,
or maybe
really?
it was the arrow key.
I was just clicking the whole time.
Oh,
Either
yeah, you
way,
can click
Spacebar,
spacebar,
enter,
but
yeah.
I laid, and the beat of the music is where my fingers were going. Like I was just doing that and just reading the text.
Oh yeah, I was like breezing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't really.
I mean, they give you a skip option to the stuff you've already experienced because you realize.
But even
it's
the first-
same lines
yeah.
But the
going.
first time
First
through, it was
Yeah,
just
first,
like
but-
boom. But I'm like reading,
Yeah.
and I can read. I'm a fast reader, man. So I'm like reading through shit, and and it's good. Like I'm good. I'm in, and I found myself. I talked about it last week, but like that one scene with Yuri in the back of the classroom.
Are you talking about the chocolates?
Yes. that one.
First of all, for anybody listening, we're just gonna talk about where we're at. We're not putting any spoiler flags up.
No?
We're just going. I mean, because if you want to talk about what happens, we can talk about what happens.
I feel like we're close enough to a point in this year where we're going to talk pretty spoiler free about some story
It's
things
about 2 weeks away.
that we might.
I guess I want to know how far you made it. Actually.
Okay, so
I think if someone hasn't played it, we should not ruin it. I think it's safe to
Okay.
say at this point, if you've not played it, you understand that
It's not what you expect.
it is not what you expect. However, like Matt, like Mark, both said the first time this game
Yeah.
came up, like I said last week, and like Ben is saying now, it's not a knock joke. This
Yeah.
is a long anecdote that then there's a twist after a while.
like okay, so
Emphasis on the
So I got to the part when you go back to the main menu and then it's just like everything's glitched.
Yep.
But after it tells you like, oh, go into the .config file.
Yep. Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I did
would
all
stop
that.
there. I would like
Huh?
stop saying things like
Okay.
there. Like,
Okay.
Story
So but
related.
that's where I am. That's where I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I am.
So have you gotten to a point of no return with this game?
No.
You got to
So
keep
you-
going.
So you haven't seen credits.
Did I see credits? Okay, well, like
You wouldn't know if you saw credits.
You're gonna know.
I don't think I saw credits.
You
Okay.
need to keep playing this game until there is a point of no return, and the
Okay.
game is very explicit about that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you're getting like endings, but you're supposed to get 3 different endings before this point
Okay.
of no return.
All right, I got to go back to it.
I'm gonna here. You know what? This is
I
what
mean,
I'm gonna
you're
do.
there. Like you, at least you're through the slow burn.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
where
yeah.
the thing picks up.
Oh,
now.
it was a slow burn. Jesus
I
It's a
told you
very
that, but
slow
did I
burn.
not tell you that
Christ.
2 weeks ago? No,
It's
you
a
got to
very
get to that
slow
first
burn.
hour
You
and a
weren't
half.
wrong. You weren't wrong.
But it does everything from there is downhill. Now here's what's fucked up.
In a good way.
Yeah. I'm looking at this. I was trying to give you like a good time reference. You know, for maybe
Yeah.
how much longer you've got. You've clocked in more than Matt and I both have.
Pause.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you why.
you fell asleep.
No, no. But when I was playing it that Friday night, I was
Yeah.
getting boozed up. I'm like, I'm gonna get to like the second poem and I'm done because I'm like I can't do much more reading. So I legit like turned it off and played other stuff.
They're,
But
they're just trying to get you attached to these characters, get a little more.
that's what I figured because I didn't want to
Yeah.
get like
because they're
to the point where I
poems. You
forgot
can start
it. Yeah,
looking
you
into.
can start catching things. Oh, and they're
You can see it.
You went with all the cool words, right?
yeah, oh yeah, like,
Like-
death, like depression, like suicide, like.
Raven.
Actually, no. The one time you pick suicide, it goes to
It goes to
the
Monica,
bakery.
Yeah.
bakery chick.
Yeah.
No, come on.
There's a couple of them where
Natsuki. Apparently, her backstory is that like she lives with like an abusive father.
I know, but
That's all.
it's
saying.
minor. I
Okay,
know.
let me tell you why it took. Realistically, that I did not play the game that long because where my computer is set up, I have like an office where also like I do work, so people can see it. It's next to the kitchen. Every fucking time someone walks by, Alt tab. not fucking with that. And then there's a part when my brother, because he's looking to buy a car, he comes up. No, he's in the living room talking to mom about buying a car, and then he'll come and say, "What do you think about this car?" And I'm like, "Alt tab." Yeah.
Mom, Ben's looking at hentai.
Again.
Yeah, because some of those drawings are they're questionable.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of mild, but like they're like.
Yeah, I
skirts.
don't think there's any.
No, there's no nudity.
Yeah.
No. But no, there's nobody in God's way that they're going to see me playing this in person. I'm not.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one where
And you can't even begin to explain.
Yeah, because what am I going to say? It's like, it's not what it looks like. Like, no,
Right.
it's
It's
like,
a-
no,
Which
it's
is true.
It isn't. It isn't.
But it is totally what it looks like for a while.
Mom, it's not what it looks like. It's a K-pop dating sim, I swear.
Yeah, no, that was one I was day off.
Yeah.
I knew Katie was in Virginia for work.
Yeah. You know, state.
Right.
But even like your dogs, you were hiding it from your dogs. Like, don't watch me playing
downstairs.
this.
Dogs were downstairs. I was in the office.
I wouldn't care.
The blinds were closed.
I was naked.
What? Yeah, me too.
My mom did come into my room one time while I was playing it, and I think she wanted to say something. She just knows better now at this point, so
Yeah.
she just,
If I was to
God bless her, she just ignored it.
If I was to like live with my dad and you saw that, he probably just would think I'm gay or something. But I'd be like,
Yeah, because the music's good, but it doesn't help. And then like,
Because
the
the
bright
music
colors.
is very like bright and cheery and very
Yeah.
anime-ish. Yep.
There's a lot of reading in that game too. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'll finish it up.
Did
And
you
then,
ever play? I think it's called Aversion.
mm-mm.
It's like it looks like it comes off as a cute platformer, and then the more you play it, the more like screwed up it gets. Like it basically gets all like Cthulhu like towards the end.
I like that part.
This sounds familiar.
A version?
I think it's called that. I think it's like EV.
Is it a Steam game?
It should be. It's either like immersion or eversion, something like that.
And we'll look it
It
up.
might be EMM, like immersion.
So I was kind of bummed because when I got to that part, like I quit and then I did to like view similar games on Steam just in hopes, but of course they're all just
okay. Yeah,
what is it? Let me see it. E-version?
yeah.
Oh,
You see it?
That game was
I've
one of
seen that.
that was one of the many inspirations for Doki.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna wishlist it. But yeah, I went to like view similar games on Steam, but they took the route of view other waifu
Yep.
Yeah.
visual dating sim games, and then I
Yep.
just got angry and shut down my computer because
My whole Steam recommendation list was fucked up. For
So you started playing Dream Daddy, right?
Oh
And
my
yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
bet you mine, if I look at what's
Honey Pop.
recommended for me, it's still all fucked up.
But no, I won't
Yeah.
go into it, but I agree. It's oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sorry
like
for
those.
the minor spoiler. I just assumed nobody was going to pick that route, so I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listener, yeah, sorry. But yeah, you still have a little bit to
It's
go.
good. It's good to know.
It gets better.
Sweet.
You probably won't have to alt tab it as much.
Okay.
Or maybe you.
Or maybe you do.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, I figure because it's not much long. Cause say you've been playing for like 6.5 hours.
He went through everything though, remember?
Because I did the first 15 minutes. I'm like, how fucking long do I have to sit through this? So I'll tab and look at yours.
so-
I'm like, I can't do that.
So my first playthrough, I did like restart it. So
Okay.
my first playthrough, I was just picking whatever, and it was matching me up with Yuri. And I was like, wait a minute, am I doing this right?
Yes.
Because I don't know if there was an order, because if my
Oh, so is it supposed to like automatically match? Not automatically, but it makes it easier to.
Well,
hook
depending
up with
on
Yuri?
which words you're choosing in the poems, it will push you through one route or another.
So you get to have this kind of chance with each girl then.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, so because of me playing 999,
Okay.
I wanted to get every route possible, and because of Virtue's Last Reward, they make you go through every pathway.
Okay.
Right.
So that was my only experience. So I wanted to look up a guide to see if if I was supposed to go through like a certain pathway. Like I wanted to get the correct story. I didn't want to get a bad ending on my first playthrough.
Yeah.
So I just don't, because I feel like I wasn't gonna feel like replaying it afterwards.
Well, I definitely want to replay it. Because, well, I won't get into it, but I did hit the one button on the main menu, and then I was in, like, the classroom again. But then I was like, well, I figured, I mean, you can talk about outside, so the voice spoiler. I was like, I figured it was just going to do this one thing. And I was like, I kind of just don't feel like doing this. I already knew it. So
I had that same feeling, and then I was like, but, all right, let me just... And then it kind of just goes at that point.
Okay.
That's when it's all... You're there. Like, it won't take you much longer to really see the rest of it. Yeah,
it was dope. But yeah, it was funny because that Friday night, I was like, I need something that'll spook me the fuck out because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. So I loaded up 5 Nights at Freddy's and I was like,
all right,
nah.
all right,
nah, because I already knew what I was going. Because there was the one time, like when it legit first came out, and my brother bought it for me for like the Steam Winter Sale, like the whole collection. And Faith was up with me in New Jersey, and it got to like because me and her were playing together, but she like got up to go to the fridge or something, and it got to like the first jump scare, and of course I like shit my pants, and I was like, no, not doing this now, no.
Honestly, I think the creepiest part about that game is when you fail the night.
Yeah.
And like the flashing lights happen, and you hear that do 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 do.
So yeah, I wasn't ready for that, so I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, out of that, New Vegas. Still slowly chugging through that. I think the DLC I played was kind of just not that good.
No.
The Courier. I think it's just called the Courier. DLC pack. I mean, there's like 2 more that I do, I think. And then I did this one dope quest that deals with cannibals in like New Vegas. I'm like, all right.
Back in.
All right. Yeah.
Did it run any smoother with the monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuttering thing, I really do think that was
monitor.
The whole monitor being 60 hertz and my game trying to push as many fucking frames as possible at my monitor.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I even like my TV itself. It's not nowhere near as big.
Yeah.
But it's like an LG widescreen or whatever. And that TV is 120 hertz and it still stutters on that. But on my monitor, the fucking glorious G-Sync one, it doesn't stutter at all. So. Yeah, because what I usually do is I hook up my TV, sit on the couch, Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
Just ride it out.
That's the jam.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little PC gaming.
Never did it before.
I wanted to get this in before it's gone, which if you are interested at all, you should do it like now. Ghost in the Shell.
Like the show?
Like
or the game?
Yeah, a game based on the anime. It's on Steam, free to play.
What?
Do you know if it's based off of one of the TV series or the movie?
I think the movie.
Like, it didn't say anything about a standalone complex?
I don't remember. It might have literally said standalone complex, though. I will pull it up.
Well, hurry up, hop in and find out.
No, literally you have...
The show is weird. Like, there's so many variations.
What's it called? Is it standalone complex versus Assault Online?
Probably. Maybe.
Because that's based off the series.
So it's an online game.
Yep. Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex versus Assault Online.
Great title.
So it's an open beta. You literally have a day or two to play this thing. Never mind. So...
Why you can't play it anymore?
Interesting.
Basically, the game came out in beta form, and the developers were like, yo, play this game, let us know what you think, and then, we'll keep making changes to it. I guess it didn't get enough.
It got mixed reviews, it's saying on Steam.
Yeah, it didn't get enough positive buzz about it. Whatever happened, they decided they're not going to actually go through with releasing the game in full. So they're shutting down the servers this week. And I love dumb shit like that, and I just kind of wanted to see...
I'm really sad that I missed out on the Matrix Online.
Oh,
That's what that's reminding me of. I wanted to play that.
I forgot about that.
So how does it run on your computer?
Like garbage.
I was say,
what does it look like?
I mean,
it looks like Ghost in the Shell. Like, that's the thing
it
that's
like
fucked up about this game. No, it's 3D models.
It's pretty, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like,
fidelity.
that's what's fucked up is, like, the game...
It's a first-person shooter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an FPS set in that world. Try it. Like, you've got time to try it still. My computer ran it a little framey, but it's like it does some Ghost in the Shell stuff. Like, you're playing as characters in that universe. You're you're using mechanics that you would expect from that game. It's got locales you might recognize. It's a cool, really really cool concept. It's a shame that it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, like.
So it's not even going to be a game anymore.
No, it's done. Like, and that's why I wanted. I think it's just a dumb little time capsule moment that I wanted to see if just like.
Damn. Yeah, December 5th, they're doing a farewell stream.
I think the servers might stay on until the 6th.
Oh, okay.
Unless they're gonna burn them down on the 5th. I don't know how that's.
Probably during the stream.
That'd be an interesting way to go. But yeah, I figured I'd jump in before it was gone. It's neat. Obviously, not a lot of time to fuck around with that.
Couple days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll be gone.
Yeah.
And then I also played. So I got that Xbox One S.
You did. What's
Jumped
that?
into it's a video game console developed by Bill Gates.
So I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It even like on this side of the wall, it sticks out
Yeah.
in like a very good way.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's a pretty console,
It's very pretty.
but it is very white against all my black consoles. But yeah, so I got ReCore, which I've been fascinated with the idea behind ReCore since it was announced a few years back. This was pre-Mighty Number 9's release when we didn't know what concept would become and the fate of Keiji Inafune. However,
Rip.
ReCore, developed by Armature Studios. And that was immediately when they showed the name of that developer in the title screen, I was like, huh? The fuck? That's cool.
Why am I brain farting on this? ReCore?
So ReCore. Armature, if you remember, studio of ex-Retro Studio devs, people who made Metroid Prime, left, started Armature. Their first project was Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, the 3DS Vita one.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So, like, you know, obviously they have the pedigree of coming from the Metroid Prime stuff. Then they jump in, they did that. And then the next big thing they did was the port of Injustice for Vita. Like, they were just kind of that studio for the first year or so of them being, you know, out there. ReCore seemed like their first kind of dive into, hey, we're going to make some fucking video games. We made Metroid Prime. It's time to do it again. So I've been fascinated with it, but I just haven't had a chance to play it until now. So you play as Jewel in this post-apocalyptic world. You and your robot dog, Mac, wander through this world in search of a way to power up Jewel's crawler, this machine where she kind of laid dormant in this cryosleep for a really long time. Basically, humanity's fucked, as in real life. They send people out there to withstand whatever big geostorm is happening, and then on the other side of it, come out and rebuild. So she wakes up from cryosleep. Her crawler, this machine she slept in, will use to travel, doesn't have power, so now she's in search of power. Kind of beginning and end of it. And then, of course, along the way, I assume you're going to find out more about humanity, more about the whole thing and whatever. So right off the bat, like, it's not... The one thing I liked immediately was that it did not tutorialize the tutorial, if that makes sense. Like, it was not...
It's not dragged out.
No, it was like, you're kind of doing it, and it's like, the one thing that bothers me to no end in games is when you already know kind of what's going to happen. Unless you have some fucked up control scheme, I kind of know how to play your game, because all games are the fucking same. And when you're in the middle of doing it, and you're already doing it, and it pauses gameplay, freezes the screen, and puts a huge overlay that says, press this button to do the thing you already...
Go.
Like, fuck that. And this, like, it was... that was... This, you're doing it, and it's kind of like you're seeing prompts to press this to jump, but you're already jumping. It's not slowing you down. It's not impeding you from progressing. And you're kind of learning with it. And there's a couple things along the way where it's like, hey, this is kind of how you do that. And you're like, okay, that's a new mechanic. Thank you for showing me that. I appreciate that. I wouldn't have known that because we don't read manuals anymore because KB Toys is closed.
I can't read.
That too.
KB Toys.
Combat is a really interesting thing. It's a combination of gunplay, foreplay, and issuing commands to Mac, the dog.
So is this... I don't know if you're about to get to it. Is this like a third-person game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third-person action, adventure, RPG. Sure, that makes sense.
Okay.
You're shooting. You kind of unlock different color bullets. So you'll run into different colored enemies. Red damages red. They'll all damage each other, but you'll have like a boost against the same color. The cool thing is like Mac as an AI companion, you can tell him to go over there and dig, and he'll dig and find things. Although places where you think you might be able to dig, nothing happens, which is kind of weird. It seems like they very directly tell you where to dig, even though they give you the option to dig anywhere, but it doesn't really work anymore.
Okay.
But like having that kind of loose control over that AI companion while still he has a mind of his own is really neat. Shooting things is really, really cool. Then you kind of like everything has its own core inside of it. They're little like power cells. And she has a thing, it's like this weird tether mechanic where you will, you'll kind of attack them and go to pull their core out, and you have to do this fine balance between pulling your right analog stick and releasing it at the right. It's a dumb little whatever.
Okay.
All in all, it's a fun game. It feels a lot like a PS2 game, and it seems like something I would have rented, beat in a weekend, taken it back, and been like, yeah, that was a cool game. Like it's not anything where I'm like gonna get a fucking tattoo, a jewel on my arm. Like I'm not, you know what I mean?
I keep thinking of the pop singer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Her hair. It's not her, and it's not. I don't know.
When did this game come out? Because I remember
last
hearing
year.
about this game. It came out and then it just didn't.
I think it was like March of last year, and it
Okay.
was just. I think it hit to some pretty mediocre reviews. I think it suffered from a couple technical issues at launch that were later resolved, but
That never
think
happens.
it was. No. I think it was enough to kind of like bury it at first. Plus, it was at launch an Xbox One exclusive.
Okay.
They later cleaned it up and remastered it, however much you do that, and put it out on PC this year. So it's out. I mean, look for it.
That's I just forgot all. I mean, I looked it up on Steam and it's not on Steam. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm looking in the Microsoft
Maybe
store.
it's
probably a
published
Microsoft
by
store, yeah.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like you can definitely feel the Metroid influence. You can definitely feel some like Tomb Raider influence to an extent. Like there's some elements of different games mixed in there.
Yeah.
It's good, but again, like
I was getting like Borderlandish vibes, but
From the
not
area,
in,
yeah.
like not in a meme way.
Yeah, no.
Just
From
like
the
aesthetic.
It's a very bright game. Looks like.
It's very bright, but
Lot
in
of
that
yellow.
like desert.
Yeah.
But again, it's a thing where I'd be like, beat it in a weekend and take it back to Blockbuster and be done. Like it doesn't stand out in a way where I'm like,
Yeah.
So is that the only Xbox One game that you have? Like, the one specifically for an Xbox One?
outside of Halo 5, but I haven't touched that yet.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, because you talk. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
But more importantly, I'm playing a lot of Skate 3.
Yes.
I know I talked about it last week a little bit, but I can't fucking stop.
Yeah, but this time
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Matt learned a cool mechanic in Skate 3 this week. Where
The
you
real
can,
way to play it, which he taught me right before recording.
You can assign some gestures like dabbing.
I actually like the airplane and just
Yeah,
running on
airplane.
like the track.
Yeah. But that I really, really like Skate 3. I wish that Black Box still existed. I wish that EA wasn't a fucking monster. And
I'm pretty sure EA will make a Skate 4.
Oh, they will. Fill the loot boxes.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You know,
$60 game. Do you want your
Technical
skateboard to have wheels on it? Give us $5.99 for a chance at wheels.
bacon wheels. Bacon
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah.
$9.99.
For a chance at bacon wheels.
Want your skateboard in the game? Chuck your skateboard at your TV.
Right.
In order
But
to
you-
walk, that's $2.99 DLC.
So we were kind of talking about this before the podcast, but you're just showing us the in and outs of like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
backwards compatibility stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm jealous in like the best way possible.
I think so. One of the coolest things about the Xbox One as a platform, I think, like the kind of there's none of that bullshit. Like everything's kind of right there for you. Like now that I know my way around the interface a little bit, like they really, there's no like I don't know. Like you're just
Can I ask you a weird question
Anything.
about it? Does it feel? All right, this is gonna sound weird, but compared to like the other systems, does just navigating through that and then like picking a game and playing it, does it feel more video gamey to you than the other consoles?
you mean like getting through the menus, like
just like I don't know, just like you boot it up, you go to like find a game to play, just everything about it for some reason, like just the not so much like the UI specifically in terms of design, but just the feeling you get from doing it all. It just something about just
there's something about the DNA of that operating system that is
like I don't know, just
the PS4 feels like
that feels more of like just
the PS4 was born out of the cross media bar, which by design the cross media bar on PS3 and PSP was designed to browse through many different types of media. PS4 one still feels like, even though it is,
I mean, both that and Xbox are like entertainment systems, and like,
but like the PS4, the Switch, even like being that just kind of big blocky square, it feels very media library. Like here is software.
Yeah.
Where this does feel a little bit more like.
And I don't know if it's because of the library it has, like the backwards compatibility and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot.
Just like it gave me the same vibes when I used to own a 360.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah.
Same exact sounds, and I love that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, it's fun. Like when I'm getting achievements, I'm having like flashbacks.
Yeah,
I mean, like I don't have a problem with my PS4 or Switch or anything.
No,
like,
but this is. I like this console a lot. Like I'm,
something like colorful about it.
Yeah,
for lack of a better term.
What I'm bummed about is I have a PS4. I knew I was gonna buy a PS4 out of this whole generation, and right now the Xbox is doing everything I wanted the fucking PS4 to do.
The only thing is like the games. Like you're not playing NieR on an Xbox One. You're not playing
Bloodborne.
Right, there's a lot of exclusives. Whether or not they're developed internally at Sony, like there are games that are just coming to PS4. We got a news story that we'll hear on the other side of the break where like certain Japanese publishers were like PS4 period.
Yeah.
PS4 PC period. You know what I mean? You're just not gonna get this stuff on Xbox One.
This whole region thing.
It's so I don't know. But I love little things like this sounds stupid, but like having a single app to navigate through everything on my phone.
That is cool.
Not only like navigate through my friends list and my messages, which that already is a leg up over Sony where I have to have a separate app for.
And this isn't like where you don't need it anymore.
Conversely, they updated it so you need both. Yeah.
Oh.
But what I love is I can go right to the Microsoft Store from the app, look through, and if there's a game available, I can pay for it and send it to my thing through that one app.
Does it stay in the app or does it bounce it to a website?
No. It's all within the app. It loads a web browser within the app, but not like it's motherfucker. But like it loads it in the thing. You know what I mean? Like it is technically going to a browser, but it's not a browser. Which is, I think it's subtle, but it's cool.
And can you sort stuff by system?
Yeah.
Because I know you can do it on the PS4 itself when you're looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Even with deals, but like on that mobile app, you can't sort stuff.
No.
It's only alphabetically or price.
I thought on the left side.
There's a filters. Yeah. You're right.
Is there?
Yeah.
But like any of the,
I mean, it's clunky. That web that interface is clunky.
I think that should have been that should have been part of the drop menu.
Yeah. Any of the captures I've done on the Xbox, they're pushed to the cloud and right there on the thing, so I can see the stupid things that I do. By far though, because now like I've come a long way since my trophy hunting crazy days, but getting the occasional achievement still does, flip that little switch in your brain. The ability to like hear the noise on my Xbox pop up on the screen, and then I can see on my phone or my watch the notification like, hey, here's what it is, here's what it's called, here's what you did. Have all that detail kind of right there, like in that moment. Really, really subtle but cool thing.
It's too cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's cool.
Just the backwards compatible. I'm not gonna shut up about that.
That part's been super cool.
Jesus Christ, there's games on there. It's like why no one's gonna. Maybe 2 people will buy it, but it's still on the. That's cool. Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yep,
that's cool.
Fucking Sony, fucking Jim Ryan.
I put a lot of money in the 360.
Mm-hmm. You could have it all back. Can we talk about Jim Ryan? I'm just kidding. Y'all want to take a break?
Yeah.
All right. Take a break. Come back. Talk about some news. Right after this.
happening?
Yo.
Free Cheats. Episode 226. News. You guys like news? News about video games? Sorry. This is my second.
Send them now.
This is my second full throttle of the day. So let's just say I've been working
What's
hard.
your
And
what's your free cheese email? Or no, send in what podcast?
podcast at the free cheese.
Send nudes.
That's not what we're doing here. That is not. Jesus Christ. We tried that once. Hey,
Short for noodles.
speaking of trying things once.
Oh, there you go. That's
you
the
want to
word.
send some pasta. Yeah. Well,
Carb it up.
all right.
Noodles.
Speaking of things we tried once that we will maybe try again.
Crack.
Jack and Daxter coming to the PlayStation 4, talking about backwards compatibility. Benjamin.
That makes me happy.
Oh wait, like the game itself, like you can just go on the PSN store.
Yeah.
So Jack and Daxter kind of surprises all.
Yeah,
It came.
earlier this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I made the mistake of buying that collection for Vita, thinking I could play it on my PS4 or my PS TV, and I cannot.
Sorry, you spend another how much?
$14.99 each, or as a bundle for $39.99.
How many games are there? 3?
Jack 2,
So
Jack 3,
it's a $5
Jack
difference.
Racing.
Jack 2, Jack 3, and Jack X Combat Racing will be available for download on the PlayStation Store on December 6th. Now, these are PS2 classics.
You're forgetting a title.
What?
You're forgetting the Air Combat one. That was a PSP, and they got ported to PS2.
That was my favorite one.
It wasn't made by Naughty Dog.
Oh, yeah. No. That was
Oh, it was like Crash. What's that? Crash Bash. That shit was not me. Oh.
Yikes.
Oh.
These aren't remastered. These are just PS2 classics. But I think they're doing the thing they've done with some of the other stuff. Like they put Twisted Metal Black out there, and you can
You should add
download it.
trophy support
They add
too,
trophy
right?
support.
I'm buying 'em.
They do a little bit of work to them, but yeah, they are there. Jack 2 I didn't love as much as Jack 1.
I grew at first. I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah,
but,
Jack
like,
2.
There was
A little bit like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
I mean,
I still get them mixed up.
I still say GTA.
It felt a lot
Yeah,
like
that
GTA.
open world too. I forgot
And
about
then
that.
cops can chase you if you do
Yeah.
bad shit. And
Sorry, it's Jack
the-
and Daxter's Naughty Dog.
More importantly, you got another PS2 classic making its way over to the PlayStation 4 this week by way of Truant Pixel. Created a legacy dashboard theme for $2.99. This thing looks fucking cool.
It looks pretty. It looks real
Yeah.
pretty.
If I could pre-order, I would right now.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've never been
so
more
I'm assuming it
excited
makes that
about.
noise when you start it up.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's straight up like if
Towers.
You could, they've
Towers.
reimagined the PS4 or PS2 dashboard as a PS4 theme, and it looks
A
really
dynamic theme too.
right.
Yeah.
Not a half-assed Bloodborne Platinum
You know
one.
what those towers were, right?
It's like the
Memory
games he had
blocks.
saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. If you haven't seen the little video of it,
Little sound effects.
I haven't seen the
Yeah.
video. I just saw that picture.
No,
Oh,
you should
yeah.
watch that
No,
video.
I want to wait till download it.
All right,
fair.
$2.99.
Fair.
Yeah, I think when I get my PS4 back, I'm gonna get that. Because before that, I had the PS1.
Yeah,
That's a
theme,
good one.
which is awesome.
the PS1 like 20th anniversary one's cool, but this one's actually like emulating what that console felt like, which I think is a step cooler.
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it came at a good time too because I'm getting kind of tired of hearing the Metal Gear clicks. Beep beep beep.
There's an interview with a guy who you might know as Brendan Green. I know him as Player Unknown. He's got a game
So players know.
out or coming out or however you.
Both actually, he does have
But
a
yeah.
new game coming out. That's studio anyway.
Yeah, it's true. PUBG supposedly is going to run at 60 frames per second on Xbox One X.
Oh my
I'm
god,
not
no
gonna
way!
say
I
anything.
can't
I'm not gonna
believe
say
that.
anything this time. I'm not gonna say anything this time.
Oh my
While-
god,
Keep
what?
going. Keep going.
While they might be forced to limit it to 30 frames per second on the regular Xbox One hardware, even though they'll keep trying to push it to 60. Definitely on Xbox One X, 60 FPS. On Xbox One, we're not sure. We may have to limit it at 30 FPS maybe, but the last time I saw it, it was running at about 30 to 40. We're still constantly improving it, so, the aim is to get to 60. That's why we're doing game preview, because I think the great thing about console is it's a locked hardware system, so we can do really specific tweaks that tune it for those systems. I have great faith that we'll get there. The great thing about Battlegrounds is that it's not, unlike the more high-paced shooters, frame rate isn't that important. Yes, it is important, but it's not as important for us as it is in a Twitch shooter. So we're aiming for 60. Not sure if we'll get there, but that is our aim.
Isn't this a Twitch shooter?
It got really hot here all of a sudden.
Ben, you okay?
All right. So, did you guys see the No Clip documentary with him? He's actually a really cool fucking dude.
Yeah? I didn't watch it yet.
It's really good. It's not that long. Just talks about like
Who he is.
How he doesn't really have like a game development background at all, other than like modding. Like he doesn't know how to code, at least at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say I 100% disagree with that statement that frame rate does not matter, and especially he says Twitch shooter. I wouldn't necessarily call that a Twitch shooter. I'll just call that a shooter.
Yeah.
When it comes to frame rate, shooters and fighting games too. That's where it's a priority. Like you have games like Buttborn, it was 30 FPS, but I mean you kind of get away with that. Dark Souls, 30 FPS.
I think the thing is like you learn how to play that game a certain way, and like the way that your muscles react to things or reacting to what your eyes are interpreting, like it all kind of goes.
Yeah, like Horizon runs at 30 frames. NieR runs at 60, but you see it dip at times. When it gets, yeah.
But it's all about that accuracy, and frames need that.
Yeah, you need that frame rate. That's part of the fucking. I'm gonna disagree with him. Maybe he's saying that maybe it's kind of like PR speak, just so people won't be like, "Oh, it's 30 FPS. I'm not gonna buy it on Xbox, whatever." But
I think the good thing is like the console community is generally a little. Well, I guess they're getting a little more less tolerant about frame rate. However, I feel like the PC community is very much tuned to, hey, I need 60 FPS. Like that's become the standard on PC, whereas console gamers are used to a lower frame rate already, so maybe that's a fine
Another thing that's shitty about this is,
games didn't used to be like this, and games used to always run at 60. Is that what's shitty about it? Oh, all right, that's what I thought.
Like competitively, like if you're trying to get the chicken dinner, poor Joe, you're going to be at a disadvantage when the Xbox One X is at 60 frames because you're losing 2 for 1 frames, and in a competitive shooter. You can't do that. That's why you have to play Counter-Strike competitively at least 120 frames.
Yeah. It messes with your reaction time. And my experience isn't with any of this, but with Hotline. Console version is slightly different from the PC version in terms of frame rate.
Yeah.
And also controls. But, like, you trying to, like, kill somebody in that, for some reason, like, I feel like I can do it, but I can notice the difference on, like, how soon I need to react.
No, I 100% agree. 100% agree. I mean,
and that's like a low pixel, top down. Like that's completely not like.
Yeah, but it's the speed of that game. I mean, every frame counts in that.
That's a game where like if you do a perfect run, you have like a 96 hit combo.
Jesus.
Yeah, once again,
barely go past 10.
Every frame and pixel counts in that run. Yeah. And 60 to 40, like it sounds crazy. You'll notice it, but in the game like that, where you're trying to perfect your run, you would feel it.
Yeah.
You would feel it. That's the shitty thing about this.
Because have you guys played shooters that were locked to 30 FPS and below?
The Battlefield games. On
that's
console.
Exactly what I'm thinking of. Like those games I played. I remember specifically 360. Me and JP played the fuck out of Bad Company 2.
Yeah, you did.
Like the fuck.
You would not stop.
And then
there's nothing wrong with that.
Why? I'm not saying that.
That was the best Battlefield. I will fight to that. That was the best one. I love that game.
No,
so
I know.
Much.
Like anytime we just talked about it recently. Like, what do they do next? It was a Bad Company 3. That would get.
Yeah, they need to.
Yeah.
So Battlefield 3 comes out. Same thing. I want to argue it even ran more shitty. And then I remember I went to Akko's house because he just bought this new video card. And I saw the game running in 60 FPS, and I was like, I'm never gonna fucking bother ever going down because it's needed with especially shooters. Like you need that frame rate.
Yeah,
that's it.
Medal of Honor Frontline for GameCube ran more than 30.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, games used to be
that was
better.
Dude, there's definitely
but now
games that did
bullshit.
run 30 though back in the day. Like
they
Tony
did,
Hawk
but
1 did.
They did, but there's a lot that ran at 60 because.
Well, granted, GameCube didn't have as higher graphics and textures too.
That's the thing is like now we've got this bullshit fucking arms race to make the prettiest thing, and like sometimes the prettiest thing ain't what I need.
Less is more sometimes.
Yeah,
but the way the PUBG has it is, I mean, I'm not going to be the armchair game developer and be like, this is what they need to do. No one knows. The only developers really know what they need to do.
Yeah.
But what we're all guessing is
do it.
optimization. Like, especially when I play, like models, like a thing to do when you develop, especially 3D games. The farther away a model gets, they have different levels of like quality.
Right.
So like at 50 yards, the poly count might drip a little bit. And then when it's like way in the distance, it may be like so low poly, it's almost like a flat image.
I talked about this last week, I think, with Rocket League, like how you can see the pixelation on the ball when it's across the arena from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what I see what you're saying there about that.
I noticed in Hitman Go. I mean, not Go. Just Hitman. When we play, just certain characters when they walk around, you can tell that they're more choppy until you get closer to them, and it's smoother.
Yeah.
I mean, there could also be stuff in the code too. You could have a lot of like they call it garbage collecting when you're done with a certain code and it kind of just sits in the code, but realistically you're supposed to like throw it away and recycle it. So I mean, there's a ton of things that they could probably be done to it, but I mean, when on the end, like
I would totally play low.
Just call John Carmack for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
You know,
Johnny,
you want to fix this code or fucking what?
Takes off his VR headset. What's going on?
But I mean, like my cousin, both of my cousins, they have like a 1080 like high end graphics card, and they're both running it on extremely low, like level of detail all the way to the bottom. It's like, what's the point running high? It's gonna run like shit anyway.
Give me like Metal Gear 1 low poly characters. I'll play PUBG like that.
At this rate, because at first I was
I play PUBG like that. It's fine.
I'm saying I will. Like I totally
when I first played PUBG, I was like, I'm gonna fucking max everything, dude.
Get
Fuck
that grass detail all the way
I want
up.
to see the
I want to be in the
blades of
weeds.
grass.
I want to sniff that grass.
Yeah, but now I'm just like, no, I don't even want to see the grass.
Yeah.
Like,
I need to see the character.
Get that shit out of here. Go.
Give me a fuzzy dot.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
You know Japan?
Who?
I've heard.
Oh. If I asked you what the richest company in Japan is, what would you guess?
Microsoft.
Great guess. It's a good guess.
Probably that soy sauce company.
That's also a good guess.
Samsung.
Right?
Oh, well, it's Korean, but all right.
Korean.
Is it Sony?
Oh, hey, that's a good guess because they have a lot of arms to them, you know?
Yeah.
Outside
Konami.
of
How about Konami?
Nintendo.
Oh.
Yeah. Konami's actually no, they're not. Konami's
Guess who benefits the most on this table with Nintendo being the richest company in Japan? Woo!
you gotta lean back when
So
you
is
get
that
free.
lean back? So wait, are they they're not the richest company?
They are the richest company in Japan.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nintendo now
I thought it
has
was, like,
the
top
most
3.
cash reserves in Japan. The second is Subaru, and the third is the Japanese chemical industry. Nintendo reaches the
Well, that's good.
top.
It bounced back after the tsunami.
Who's in fourth?
Yeah, that's true. Sony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it really Sony?
Sony is in
So
fourth.
yeah, so with the it's not all the Nintendo money I just made because I made only so much of it with 2 shares. But with that money, I went ahead and bought me another stock.
Motherfucker.
I now own the 4th richest company in Japan. 1 share.
I hate you.
So I own a piece of Jim Ryan.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, he owes you and owes us. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Pardon me, want to say I'm sorry?
Yeah.
No, it's great. It's great. We'll be fine.
That's awesome. Man.
We'll be
Nintendo.
fine. I'm going to take over their movie business, and we're just going to sell the rights to Marvel the way it should have been from the start.
Now, you know what got them to the top, right? I just want to point this out so that maybe other companies who are worried about money can listen. So keep in mind, Mario, Zelda, both littered with microtransactions, right? So Super Mario Odyssey, if you wanted the chance to go to a different world, Nintendo charged you $10 for the chance to roll the dice to get to a new world. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you wanted to think about finding, an apple or some other sort of fruit, you could pay some money. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Nintendo didn't do any of that shit. They didn't do...
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
Right, no.
Because I haven't played both of them.
No,
I was like,
I was
wait a
like-
minute, hold on.
No, I was like, wait, what? He's doing something here.
Nintendo also was able to ship games that ran at a fucking crisp 60 frames per second.
Breath of the Wild's not 60 FPS.
Docked. There's an update. It definitely...
Okay, I played it on dock.
If it's not 60, it's quite approaching
Okay.
it.
Mario too, though.
But
Yeah.
they are
Yeah, Mario,
smooth.
100%.
Again, though, all of this without needing to go third party, as everyone assumed they would do a few years back. Nintendo's do none of that shit.
This all happened because they sell cereal. That's it. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. They are making some
That's the real
cereal.
microtransaction. Fucking Mario.
They are
cereal.
making some cereal. So
With
Super
amiibo
Mario
support.
Super Mario breakfast cereal on the way, December 11th.
So wait, is this like Frosted Flakes featuring Mario? Or
It is-
No, like
legit Mario.
he has his own marshmallows.
That
Yeah.
is
Like,
too cool.
I mean, it is Kellogg's.
It
just
is
like
from the
before.
Kellogg's company,
Like Mario 64 had that
Yeah.
advertising.
but these are little star-shaped cereal bits with
Yeah.
power-up marshmallows, green, red mushrooms, as well as question mark blocks. But the box itself is a special amiibo, which when amiibo first kind of came out, they detailed kind of what they could be, right? The different ideas, and we kind of speculated on that a while ago. Just like think about the weird ways that they could put them in things or create different ways to, you know what I mean? Like to
Yeah.
have access to that. And this is certainly one of the cooler ideas. Something that's potentially garbage, as Matt would call it, right? But this box is now something you might want to hang on to for a little bit, or at least cut a piece out of
I
it.
can't wait to wake
even,
up.
Even before Mario 64, they had their own Nintendo brand. It was the Mario and Zelda hybrid. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it was cereal or it was cookies. I think.
I can't remember.
Now, in other gaming related news, is Kellogg's also claiming that this cereal is an adult cereal as well as what they did with Frosted Flakes earlier this week.
What?
Yeah, Kellogg's claimed that Frosted
yeah.
Flakes is not a kid's cereal to
get
dodge
away with,
a kid's sugar tax.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
I saw this in the comments.
Yeah.
That was so much legality
Yeah.
shit going on.
Oh yeah, it's great. The Kellogg, that news was a Reddit thread at one point. I looked in. I was
Yeah.
God, I fucking love corporate America.
There's a kid's sugar tax?
I guess somewhere.
Some
It
kind of
started-
some kind of health thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that there is one, but to dodge it, it's
That's
fucking
probably why
great.
the marshmallows are separate from the oats being frosted in most cereals.
Man.
Wait, really?
Like the
That makes
boring
sense,
part that
yeah.
nobody wants to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Huh.
Oh, they're separate in the nutritional facts?
No, I just mean in general. If you're getting marshmallow in cereal, why not frost the cereal, the actual oat part of it? Too,
I see.
But they don't.
Ah, damn it.
I love corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you like that PlayStation VR headset you bought?
I do.
Well, I'm not sure if I like it because I haven't tried it, but now I can try it for the low price of having a credit card. I can call up Sony, call up Jim Ryan, say Jimmy,
Yo, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Who knows? You might get on the phone with me. No, no, no.
Oh, is this the okay?
No, basically,
What happened?
you can borrow a. Sorry, never mind. You can't sign up anymore. Never mind. Later. Yep. Anyway, yeah, they were doing a promotion from December 1st through 14th. However, the VR program is now full, and Sony has shut down signups. There were 1,400 eligible participants. Basically, if you had a credit card, you could sign up and say, "Let me try one out." They put a hold on your card, send you the bundle. You keep it for a few weeks. When you're done with it, send it back. If you don't like it, they'll reverse the charge. If you do like it, $2.99, and you can keep the bundle they send you, which is a VR trial bundle. Includes a VR headset, PlayStation camera, Move controllers, Skyrim VR, and the PSVR demo disc 2.0.
That's the better one.
Demo disc.
This,
Yeah,
this
I have the first
PlayStation
one.
Underground.
Oh,
Back
man.
at it again.
You can also download them.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
This says that the same everything that in this bundle is the same stuff in the PlayStation VR Skyrim bundle, which retails for $4.49. So if you got in on this,
I actually might try Skyrim this time around because of this. I don't know.
I know, because having
Wait, have you
Skyrim
ever
on
played
Switch.
Skyrim before?
Never.
No, I never
Okay,
played Skyrim
no,
either.
Oh. All right.
I was about to pick it up on
alright.
Switch.
Here's
no
my
lie.
experience with Elder Scrolls. Bought Morrowind at Walmart for $5.
Great
It was
deal.
like the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, sweet.
The
Because,
big box? Or
No,
did you
no,
get a
it was
case?
just
Jewel
it was just
case?
a little,
Okay.
this little fold cardboard case, whatever. And I was playing that, liked it. Didn't play too much though, but G4 got me hyped to get it. And then From there, just kind of stopped. And then Oblivion came out. Didn't get past the character creator because it's garbage in my opinion. Everybody looks like a Campbell Soup kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just heard about Skyrim, and I was hyped for Skyrim before it came out. And then the memes happened.
Yeah.
And that,
Christ.
I let that get to me pretty bad.
Oh god.
I know it's good.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
Coming because Morrowind is by far the best Elder Scrolls game.
I do
Skyrim's
like,
really
even
fucking
just like
good.
even like the designs are limited. I like it.
I mean, because Oblivion, I played like I was same page as mega fucking stoked for it, and then I played on 360 and I fell asleep on the loading screen every time I saw loading screen, so I kind of just gave up on it. But no, Skyrim, it's great. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. I think because just VR in general, like it's again, like I know I said it before, it's hard to capture and get people to watch it and get like that immersion. Just it's separated once you record it, but like playing a game, just any kind of game, just being inside of it, just your head just being the right stick for once, like it's cool. It makes a big difference.
It would be interesting if you got Skyrim VR, PS4, PSVR headset, whatever, and then you're just in your room.
Does it use the move
headsets?
Controllers?
I think so. Yeah, because of the bow and arrow thing that they're.
Oh man, pickpocketing is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. See, now I'm just kind of interested to see what it's like, at least in person, because I mean you can't really tell by video. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Well, also PlayStation VR. Remember that now through January 2nd, if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you can get a taste of Until Dawn Rush of Blood for PlayStation VR. And then PlayStation Plus just got a little switcheroo for December. Did you guys catch the games coming out this month?
Did not.
So
yeah.
Well then I can hear your excitement. So for the PlayStation Vita, you get Forma.8, Wanted Corp. For PlayStation 3, you get X-Blaze Lost Memories and the Siberia Collection. And then for PS4, you get Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition. Remember Darksiders 2 from 17 years ago? And you get Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends.
So the thing is, actually, I do like Darksiders.
Darksiders is probably cool.
I haven't played the second one yet.
Cool fighting
because I've
game.
been playing through the first one.
Other one. You're thinking of
Darkstalkers. What the fuck's Darksiders?
Darksiders. You play the first one is you're one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Your war. It basically looks like a Zelda clone with a WoW skin.
Is this THQ?
It was, yeah. Well, I guess it still is. THQ Nordic, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I just binged Darksided, so thank God Darksiders. I remember this game now.
No, like the first one's actually pretty good. I didn't play the second one yet. But that one
now,
that one now you play as. I have them on PC just waiting. I want to rebeat the first one because now you have the War Mastered edition.
Right. I think I have the second one on Wii U from like a Humble Bundle.
So now so now you play as Death in the second one.
Oh yeah.
First game was supposed to be like a co-op game, 4 players, and you're each one of the horsemen.
If you'd like some evening entertainment, I encourage you visit the PlayStation blog. Visit specifically the announcement of these PlayStation Plus games. Scroll to the bottom, past where they talk about the games, into the section known as the comments section. You have 223 sweet posts awaiting you. Everyone saying, "You must be joking. No, they are not. You must be new to this service. No, I'm not. You must be a Sony lapdog. You stupid brat."
Here we go.
Back and forth.
I was part of that. Did you see that?
You jumped on
I
me.
know.
Wouldn't surprise me. There is a lot of, and then like the really cool thing. This is my favorite part. Is like someone who said, someone said something. Someone responded to it. I got really into this last night. Someone responded to it, and then someone responded to it with this huge long thing, and then someone said like, well, makes sense. That is what fucking... And they put the guy's username, blah, blah, 4269 would say. He's always coming in here. And, like, there's this whole community of people. They know each other. They must... But, like, what is your life if...
Here comes Filbert.
Right, like, oh, shit, man. And, like, you're commenting... You're using your PlayStation Network account to comment on a post on a PlayStation... Like, what is... And you know each other? That's the cool... Last but not least.
All right, one thing. I know
Yes.
that's a shitty list of games. I know Kung Fu Panda sounds fucking ridiculous.
Excuse me.
Well, the rest of that list sounds like garbage too.
But like, I don't know. I'm thinking the Kung Fu Panda thing sounds like really fucking bad though. Think of kids getting their first PlayStation. That's the only thing I can think of
That makes
for
sense.
that.
It's such a polarizing.
I know, like
Darksiders 2.
Yeah.
Death
I mean, you're right. It's just for me.
I mean, that's the only thing. Like, no, yes, the rest of that list is garbage, and I've been used to saying garbage, but
I wonder how much
that.
longer they can continue this.
I
This
think they can
this
do it
form
forever. I think they can do this forever.
I don't know.
I think they can do this forever.
What's
It's not great, but they
what
can
is
do
the
it forever.
games with gold?
They're not. They're out. They're not much better this month actually. I think it's fine, but it's not not anything like.
Darksiders 1.
You know, like that Kung Fu Panda. Though.
Lego Indiana Jones.
I can tell you in a second. No, I can't. I don't know. Actually, I can probably look it up.
Yeah,
real
I mean the fact that I don't know, you're already paying for the online, like to play multiplayer games online. I don't know. Like I'm for that reason, I'm already buying the service. I'm not buying for the free games anymore.
No,
They're, they're just an added bonus when I get one that I actually like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Darksiders 2 though. I mean that's AAA.
It's cool,
like,
but yeah. Games with gold this month is Warhammer End Times of Vermintide, which you liked. Child of Eden,
Okay.
I remember that game.
Tales from the Borderlands, complete. Back to the Future, the game, 30th anniversary
Is that Telltale?
edition.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
I remember watching a making of that when
Yes,
I worked
it
at
is
GameStop.
Oh wow.
how many
And-
times did you see that?
A lot.
And then
Oh, was it like on the TV?
Yeah.
God, I remember this.
and then
They still have them,
Marlo,
Dalton.
Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death.
That sounds like
Sounds
a point and
intense.
click like adventure game.
Is that the one with the Punisher logo on?
Yeah, so there you have it. Last but not least, little bits out of an interview with some folks. So NISA's president Takuro Yamashita talked about Nintendo Switch, saying Disgaea 5 originally came out on PS4, and then a year and a half later came out on Switch and did very, very well. Right now in the market, the PS Vita is obviously on its way out, but Switch is very strong. One thing in particular that makes it so strong is that it has that handheld function. So going forward as a company, we want to target PS4, Steam, and Switch, because over the next 2 years, the Switch market is only going to grow and become stronger. There's definitely a feeling that Nintendo doesn't want to lose to Sony. They really changed their attitude, so I think the market will become very interesting going forward. We'll continue to support the Vita digitally. There's a very strong chance that the last physical title for it from us will be Ys 8 and Danganronpa V3. So that seems pretty promising. I mean, not for the Vita, but Switch.
Well, with the
Getting-
Vita's
I-
been burned.
whoops.
It's a
I
slow
know,
death.
I know.
So.
But that's the thing is, like, this is a publisher and developer who's put a lot of stuff out for Vita in digital and physical format, and they're
But
like,
all they said was physical form. I mean,
Right,
digital
yeah.
stuff's still coming, so.
but the fact that they're kind of targeting Switch, and I hope that they're not alone as a Japanese developer or a developer in general at looking at the Switch as a viable platform. Except,
doubt it.
oh, wait and hold, please.
Jesus.
Looks like we have a quote here from Falcom's president Toshihiro Kondo, who says, traditionally, Nihon Falcom's always been a PC developer that doesn't really create games for the casual market, but for the really hardcore gamers. Where's that market today? The answer to that is PS4. The Switch is very successful right now, but there's still no positive guarantee that the fan base that would play Falcom games are on the Switch yet. It's always been very important to look and see where our users are. So while we thought it was more than likely that many of our fans actually own 3DS, one of the trends of PC users is that they prefer gadgets and machines with a higher spec, which is obviously something that Sony was offering. So after a really careful consideration of both sides, we decided it was more likely that the people who wanted to play the types of games we made would want to play them on a PlayStation platform. Just kind of weird. A little bit.
I can understand that. In a weird way.
It's, yeah.
Unless you have a PC like mine, then that doesn't matter.
It's still weird. But yeah, Nihon Falcom, sorry. behind Dragon Slayer, Legend of Heroes, the East series, Brandish, Vantage Master, Zwei. Our other friends, we heard, they're the ones developing Danganronpa.
Honestly, I can't see any of those games coming to Xbox. I mean, for one, but Switch, I could see them coming to Switch. Like the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Switch seems like that's gonna. I think Switch has a good future ahead of it.
Yeah.
And then actually one more I forgot about. This one I don't know much about. I'm thinking about, and we don't normally talk about Kickstarters on here, but I'm thinking about kickstarting this thing just so I can try it. Project Session, with my late obsession.
Now, is that going to be the final title of the game?
Not sure.
All right.
I don't love it.
But
with my recent reemergence with Skate, Project Session seems like a really weird skateboarding game where you use a controller, as you do in most video games. Your right stick controls your right foot.
Well,
your
not
left
Tony Hawk
stick.
Ride.
Oh, right. Sorry. You're right. See,
I knew there was one.
that's why we bring you on. That one, that and your insider trading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right stick controls your right foot. Left stick controls your left foot, and your back triggers steer your board. Seems like a fucked up way to play a skateboarding game, but damn it, I'm
Wait,
interested.
really?
Yeah. So if you think about it from a
Kind of like
skateboarding,
it feels like you're leaning your feet, I guess.
so like if you wanna ollie in Tony Hawk, you press X.
which is
Perfect.
If you wanna
Yeah,
ollie
that's how it
in,
should be.
if you wanna ollie in Skate, you pull down on the right stick and push up.
Flick
I
it.
can learn to get used to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to ollie in Session, you pull on the right stick and then flick the left stick.
There we go.
It
Alright.
makes logical sense being former
Yeah.
professional skateboarder.
Yes. All their sponsorships out there.
Yes.
How's that ankle?
I still fucked up.
I
Man.
feel like it's gonna get to a point where it's like those fractured butthole poop mini.
That's
games.
what I was thinking.
It's,
yeah.
like,
I mean,
to-
but now
yeah.
that I feel like I've
To
kind of
do the
mastered how to
900.
poop, I might be able to skateboard. I don't know, man. It seems like a weird.
I'm
weird
still
going
going to try it out.
Yeah.
Did
Speaking
you
of-
back the Kickstarter?
Not yet, but
Okay.
speaking of Kickstarters, I got an update on one that I did back. I'm really excited about.
Star Citizen.
Did not do that.
Man.
A Profound Waste of Time. It's a video game magazine that I backed.
Well, it doesn't sound like a promising name.
No, dude, wait. I'll show you the
Okay.
the stuff. It looks really, really cool. The cover story is Shovel Knight, so
Oh.
come on, blaze it. I think it's gonna do it for episode 226. What do you guys got planned this week?
King Keeley.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for Soul Calibur to be announced.
fingers crossed.
No, I will be.
Yeah, I guess before we record next, we'll have the Jeff Keighley Game Awards, PSX, and whatever happens there.
Dude, how dope if, like, either Buttborn 2 or just more backwards compatibility.
I think you need to like
No.
dial that back shit back like right now. Maybe wait till June.
Change your PSN name.
Mm,
Oh, yeah,
Might
you
be.
still can, right?
I've
No.
given up on that hope.
that name's
Um,
just
That's just
Stranding.
nice forever.
Oh, yeah, that kind of. Do you guys care about Death Stranding?
I do.
No.
Yes.
I
Yes,
know-
it's a Kojima game.
All right.
Kojima can make a poop simulator like South Park, and I would still be interested.
Going off of that, I haven't really played a Metal Gear game much. I'm aware of the series. I know the details to a point, but like I never got into any of like Kojima's games besides PT. So I would like to start in something fresh, brand new franchise, getting right into it day one
Yeah.
from his mind.
Yeah, I only
find
fucked
out
with-
it's just Metal Gear 6.
Dude.
Okay, I'm all right. Here we go. Steal license from Konami.
And also just like that film appreciation that he has in his games.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll see.
as long as it's not, I mean, I don't want too many celebrities, I guess. But
can't wait
Just
for
wait.
the chick Nitro Man to be there.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait
yeah.
for what new asshole performer is going to be there.
God damn it.
The,
There
the
is-
crowd pleasers will be out.
So I'm excited because it's tradition now that get some Doritos and Mountain Dew for the occasion.
so yeah,
It's- and I don't want that to sound like we're
Le funny mean.
right. It was just like that first year I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna buy some Doritos and Mountain Dew, and now it's just become tradition that I just buy them. It's not to poke fun. I very much respect Mr. Keeley. I enjoy his show every year, and I think that it's really, really cool that he's like taking the time to make sure the video game industry is taken a little more seriously. However, I saw special holiday flavor Mountain Dew that I have been, I don't know, man. It was at the local Target, actually more than just the local Target, many a Target that I've ventured into in the last month because I've been on a Target. I've been checking out different Targets, Matt. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've been to quite a few Targets myself the last 2 months. I've been
wandering around different ones, and they get this holiday Mountain Dew. Don't know what it is, but we're gonna have a case of it here Thursday night.
I think I saw this.
Mm-hmm. It's on the end caps.
I'll be here in spirit, but I'll get Taco Bell wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
Dorito tacos.
Yeah. So yeah, that should be fun. I don't know. Other than that, play some video games. I got stuff. I got to start Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up Doki Doki Fuck Club.
Yeah, boy. I also want to go to the flea market and buy Tony Hawk 3. Just saying.
Where did this flea market? Do they sell PS3s? We'll talk after.
Yes.
They should.
We'll
yeah. You got they.
Okay.
Not an Engage though.
Not yet.
You don't know.
Don't give up the hope. You know, maybe you can trade some stock with a man.
I got the money to buy the goddamn Engage.
Oh, all right.
I just need an available one.
Yeah, I guess. That's it. We got a little game of the year plan we're about to get into. That shit's coming up soon, which I'm excited. Very excited. That's it. That's going to do it.
Golden.
Cool. Yeah, Golden. Oh, yeah, Golden 2. Live now. As you're listening. Golden 2 on the website. Our cover story.
I keep wanting the axe to be in there.
I know. Give it time, friend. Give it time. What is this?
No,
Oh, you're doing
2.
2 2s. I see.
Can't wait till we get to the.
I thought that was like a Nixon thing or something. I didn't know what you were doing.
It's these fingers.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah,
Skate.
Slayer. Yeah, cool. Well, if you like this episode, you know the internet, use it, find us. Twitter, you can follow us if you want. I'm not gonna name them anymore. We're moving on from that. You know. You want me to name them? I can name them. Free
Okay.
Cheese is at some Free Cheese. Matt is at MattyIce131. Mark is at Og_mental. Ben is at Sev Benz. I am at the Free Cheese. See, I didn't even. It's gone.
Either you ever fucked up saying that? Because it sounded like you have it on point.
I don't think have I ever you would know better.
What?
Have I ever fucked that one up? Giving the Twitters out?
If you have, it's probably because I changed mine, and I stopped doing that for the sake of it. Because I would change mine a lot.
I used to change mine a lot too.
No, yeah, you're right. Because I'd come in like, yep, yeah. That's
Yeah.
no, yeah.
If anything, I got confused the first time around or something. I was like, wait, yeah, there's 2 cheeses? What?
Yeah,
What?
that's it. Yeah, that's yeah.
It's a lot of queso.
Twitter, freecheese.com. All the above. You know how social media works. It's 2017. For now. It's almost not, but yeah. So cool. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, listener, for listening. We'll see you in a new world.